Welcome back to session 35 of Echoes of the Astral Sea. Last we left off, the party went to Gehenna, did some silly puzzles, talked to Grizwald for a bit. Emiria's having a bit of an emotional breakdown, and they found out
Finally, someone else.
exactly where Grizwald is, so they're heading there. And downtime slot.
Finally, someone else is having a mental
finished
break.
fixing my jump jets last time. Woohoo!
Last time I got my cloak of displacement up. Hell yeah!
Woo!
I got pretty new digs, and now I know what I was going to do for my downtime slot, but I don't think I'm going to end up doing that because it was supposed to be a collaborative effort with Emiria. I don't think she's in the right headspace for it.
Emiria is too emotionally distraught at the moment.
Yeah, because I'm like, because my downtime slot, I believe Spencer's plan was much like mine. We were going to finally experiment with our axolotl flesh samples.
Oh, yes. The horror we got from, what was it, Fallout?
But, I don't think Emiria's, I don't think she's having I don't think she's having a good time right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, fine by Nilo, it delays her having to do something she considers emotionally compromising, but also, so honestly, my my downtime slot might end up being something I got to role play just because I apparently got to help I gotta help deal with this. What about everyone else?
Mine's already occupied and full. I just rolled for it last time. Unless this is a second new.
This is a new downtime slot.
Okay, this is a new. So first, a quick question: do the different types of elemental enhancer? I know they all require the same parts. So forth. It just requires the 3 fancy, the 5 rare, the 5 parts, and the 1 rare primal essence. What I was getting to is there like variations on what is required based on the different elements, or is it all just the same, and then I just simply decide?
It's just the same,
5.
and you just decide.
Okay.
Maybe if you get a primal essence from an elemental source, I'll be like, yeah, you get this element because it like if you get like a primal essence from a fire elemental, it's going to be a fire one, but like.
Okay. Okay. And I need to go ahead and move on to Maddie or Spencer or something. Well, I need to pull up my notes.
Okay,
but
Maddie?
I didn't pull up.
Okay,
because I have...
You've got to stick with Emiria, but Vagar is going to try and tame the beast again.
Okay. Charisma save.
Charisma save, and he is dog water at those.
You trying to not wolf?
Yeah, or just tape it.
You don't make any progress.
Well, at least you didn't nat 1.
Yeah, that is true. That whole ship would have been on me.
For some reason, I'm having this weird premonition that if you did nat 1, I imagine we're down below deck in the bunks right now, so I'm gonna put myself there.
That is.
But I was having this weird ass premonition that I feel like if I'm feeling like if I did, if you did nat 1, for some reason I'm gonna be the first one you go after.
Like I'm all the way up on the deck. I disregard everybody. Go right down to
run right past literally like 80 other people specifically to go after the Quarian.
Exactly. It's like you're my next
Hunt you
target.
down.
You're just it's like there's some instinct in you that's like I gotta know what she looks like under. It's like I'm curious what she looks like under the armor because I've never seen her with like out the suit on, and then like that turns into a primal instinct of treating her like a can of fish you gotta get into.
It's like, let me see.
Gotta open the can,
Like a barrel.
get into the goods.
Okay, did you find your notes, Brad?
I was looking up for other stuff. So I previously acquired the arbitrary parts for the to begin the energy shield repair. So I will begin phase 2 of my armor. I guess it's phase 3 technically. Phase 3 of my armor repair project, which begins the energy shield repair mess.
All right. Give me a Tinker's Tools check then.
Lovely. Can the Actually, no, the AI can't because the AI is not proficient with Tinker's Tools. Never mind. I was going to say, can the AI give me help for the whole time? But I guess not. So,
I don't know if Legion can provide you assistance, but
This is gonna take a while, to be clear.
yeah, I figured as much. Yeah. 19.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll give that. We'll say it's a DC 19. So mark down one success. Mark down one of 12 successes.
Good luck, my friend.
Godspeed.
It's effectively a coin flip every downtime slot to see if he marks down a success with a +10 modifier.
True.
Alrighty.
Alrighty, and then we will jump to the gals.
Yeah.
What are they getting up to?
Let's see. Amiria's huddled over just in just in a corner, very unresponsive.
All right. Step 1.
Approach the
So,
child.
what have you tried? I'm asking Eve, Eden.
Eden?
Yeah. So, what have you tried?
Well, I talked to her. I offered her some liquor. I think she just needs some space.
I can't believe I'm about to do this. Let me try something. Let's see.
By all means.
And I'm gonna go find I forget which one is like your main little friend. Is that Isaiah or
Nah, it's Ivo.
Ivo? Yeah. I'm gonna go find Ivo and like pick him up. But like you know, like you know, this is supposed to be a sweet gesture, but at the same time, it looks like Nilo picked up like you know that look when like someone who picks up a super snotty kid that they don't want to get all over themselves. It's like,
Just by the
okay.
fingertips,
Yeah.
arms fully extended,
Yeah, no, exactly.
facing away from you.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
hear
no,
an
I'm
active
like,
squish as you pick him up.
yeah, no, exactly, because it's like, yeah, exactly, because
Which
it's
of you
like,
two is picking up Ivo? Because
Yeah.
couldn't what's her name? The sorcerer just like use like a mage hand kind of thing, did not even be like, I'm not even touching you myself.
not me,
Eden,
but
that was her name, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have that, but.
Oh, okay, so it's you who's picking him. I wasn't sure if it was you or Eden.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
he's
no,
so
no, no, no,
this.
no.
Is she just mage hand? He's like, I ain't
This is
touching that.
Nilo's This is Nilo's idea. She's trying to do something that she thinks Emiria might like, because she doesn't fully understand what Emiria is going through.
Hey, on the upside, you have gloves on because
Yes,
suit.
yes. It doesn't change the fact that the tactile sensation, I bet, isn't great.
Okay, you still have tactile, but at least your hands aren't getting dirty.
Yeah, no, exactly. But also, it's having to, actively acknowledge this sin against nature.
The horrible creature that it is.
Yes. So I'm gonna pick him up, and I'm gonna. That's the wrong character I'm clicked on. I'm gonna pick him up. I'm gonna walk him over. Hello, Emiria. Hello, Biggins.
Oh,
Well,
baby.
Pet the cat.
but yeah. So I'm ironically, I feel like I've done this exact move to a family member where I've like where I'm just like, you look upset, and then I walked over, found my sister's cat, and then just handed them to her.
That would work.
Handed the cat to her. I think I've done that exact thing. But anyways, yeah, I'm like, hello, Emiria.
Still kind of unresponsive.
What is Isaiah doing, by the way?
Okay,
Ivo?
well, let's see.
Oh.
I'm asking more so
Well,
I know how to have Nilo act, because it's the.
well, Ivo is kind of acting like a child. It's like, what is it? He kind of likes getting the uppies at the moment.
So he's got like arms and like a wee. So I'm just like, look over here. It's like double checks. Ivo. You're
Tried to
You're
find the name tag on it.
Yeah.
yeah, I know, right? Halo explicitly hates thinking about these things. They're- like they are medically fascinating. Beyond that, they feel abhorrent, especially considering her peoples have a whole thing about respecting spirits and stuff like that. So it's like, she's like, it's your, this little guy seems to want company. Just closer.
Okay. How would Emiria react to this? Emiria will look over, I guess. And she sees Ivo, and then sees that, what is it? That, okay, I guess he does have more of a fish-like physique.
I am full, like, outstretched, like, trying to help, but also, but also, like, this thing just feels wrong.
Eden's gonna be like, oh, it's so ugly. Oh.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nilo's internal monologue is, oh, by God, I think my finger went into a stitch.
But yes, Emiria looks over and sees, what is it? Something has caught her eyes, in which she just says, what is it? Just briefly says the words, hand him over to me.
Yeah. I give him over with no complaints that I now no longer have to hold this thing.
Emeria instinctively takes out takes out some. The best you can describe them is knitting tools, as she
Wipe off my hands.
She meticulously goes through the stitch work and then sees like some loose stitches that she has to tighten together so that Ivo can actually move properly.
Definitely a finger. And while you're doing that, there's like definitely like one of the stitches came loose enough that it's clearly someone's hand went into it by accident. It's like. Meanwhile, Nilo is quietly like wiping her hand off on like one of the one of the spare towels hanging nearby. Just yeah.
There, little one. You'll be fixed up in no time. You see, what amounts to kind of the faintest of smiles across her face as she goes through this process. A process that she's done probably about 100 times at this point.
Yeah. Especially considering how many times Isaiah's gotten eaten now. This is like Isaiah number 3, I think.
Let's see. Well, this one's Ivo. It's like I have no idea what Ivo is at this point.
You see, this is why I had to ask which one was which.
Isaiah's
I barely
the one that's
remember
like,
the names of my coworkers, let alone the names of like little guys that we meme about once a week.
Just a bunch of weird little guys. Ivo is completely made out of fish parts as well. Like Isaiah has like a proper, almost human-like body and isn't like completely slimy all over.
Yeah, no, I bet that also contributed to how freaking disgusting Ivo felt. Like, to anyone but Emiria, Ivo's freaking disgusting. But to Emiria, he's perfect. Oh.
To Eden, it just smells like home.
I'm gonna sit next to Emiria.
What is it? I guess it's like when she's going through this work, she just starts singing. Well, not singing, but humming the tune of what is it? Of so forlorn? Is that the right word? Foreboding.
Yeah.
Of just something that's supposed to sound cheerful, but with the way that Emiria is right now, does not sound cheerful at all.
Yeah. She's like,
haunting. There we go.
There you are.
That's
wrong character voice. He's not
There you
involved with
go.
this whatsoever. Note to passing a note to Skirvo. He needs to hire a counselor.
You're just determining that now? Little behind the ball there, aren't you?
Well, he's never needed one for.
Okay.
Let me get my calculator out.
Because I'll just give you a hint. Mary is on the ship.
Mary is not a therapist.
No, but she needs one. This is my point.
I like to imagine that she like hired one like for her off days.
There's one at Siren's Rest, and Skirbo's like, that's good enough.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we're not bloody Starfleet. Yeah, so it's just Neela is just, are you doing okay?
Mm, no, yeah, I'm sure you could gather that. It's, what is it? Just brought back some bad memories. Ones that I thought that I had car- compartmentalized. Hmm. I don't think you know too much about my past, do you?
I don't think we've talked too much about each other's pasts at all.
Eden just there, just like scooting a little closer. She wants to know.
Nilo is clearly happy that she's not alone doing this. because because at least internally Nilo knows she's probably not the best option for this sort of thing, considering that there's still a bunch of shit she hasn't fully grappled with yet. But she's also, unfortunately, the closest one to Emiria.
Hmm.
So unfortunately, she's kind of all Emiria's got at the moment. What am I doing there? Okay. I was like on top of her. That was weird.
Who?
I must have hit a key by accident.
What is it? But yes. Uh, well, Nilo, you should know that why I'm so good with stitch work is that I guess as a child I had to help around the farm. And the local farmers always need to have their scarecrows repaired. And so I would spend time decorating scarecrows and fixing their stitches as time went on. At some point, someone was a brave individual, as you would say, thought that my skills were nice, and so we settled down in a town called Avabrook. I had a shop there, and I made clothes. I was a tailor, and everything was fine. Even though in the world where I come from, everything is terrible to an extent. It felt like in that instance, in that brief period of time, I thought that I had something. However, as probably as you've seen from the ruins of that town we went by, that life is no longer there. One night, just it was like any other night. There was a great rumbling, and what is it? Next thing you knew, the entire town was infested with werewolves. They managed to sack and burn their way to the central church, where they performed some hideous rite that caused every building to burn down, save be for a small ring of buildings on the edge. I was in one of those buildings, and I watched as the one that I loved the most burned in front of me. He tried to protect me with all that he could, but I, out of fear, out of shock, could do nothing. Just stood there and watched. Well, not stood. I hid, for that's what he told me to do, and I couldn't muster up the strength or the will, if you would, to look and check on him sometime during the fight, or just with some werewolf or another. He got himself stuck on a large piece of timber, and while everything burned around him, he begged for me to help him, and I couldn't. I don't I don't know what happened, but I couldn't. So when the clowns spoke those words of my weakness, I could feel it once more, that powerlessness. I couldn't do anything to save my livelihood, the ones that I loved. And I was forced back into that situation. All these years I've tried to forget that night, but it just keeps coming back. I think it's oversharing a bit, but that is the state that I am in.
I'm gonna lean in and give her a hug.
Thank you for that.
I know. I understand what that's like. Perhaps not to the same degree, but you are. I've mentioned the war with the Reapers. Do you know enough? Do you know what do you know about it?
Well, from what I remember, from what you told me, the Reapers are these strange, otherworldly buildings that, well, not buildings, beings,
They're
that
big enough
seem
to
to.
classify as buildings.
I've seen a couple
If I
of
was there,
those.
I'd say it'd be like, nah, they're tiny.
Yeah, it's funny because like you have seen one. I don't know if Nilo made it express. I don't know if she made it expressly clear that that's what it was, but she clearly was not doing well seeing that thing.
Would just be all like, oh, that's just like a large battle cruiser. Meh. It's nothing. It's nothing.
Yeah. But anyways, continue.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where I was. But yes, that I keep saying it. I need to get that out of my vocabulary. I see a world-destroying threat that you guys did battle with at some point.
World destroying. If only it were that simple. Every sentient life in the galaxy was at risk of being snuffed out of existence.
Okay, at that
Why?
comment, my Spartan would chime in. What's with all the galaxy wiping super weapons? You have giant robots. We had Halo array. What's with everyone trying to wipe out everything in existence?
Yeah.
And then he
She's
just goes off the corner and mutters frustratedly as he works on power conduits.
I should probably explain a bit earlier. My people, roughly 300 or more years ago, used to live on a planet called Rannoch. I've never really held much regard for it myself. It was culturally significant to us, almost a religious symbol. It barely meant anything to us. There isn't a Quarian alive who remembers living on Rannoch. The Geth remember. The Geth is what Legion is. 300 years ago, our people created the Geth as form of servants, assistants, and frankly speaking, they were meant to be hardware. Not unlike your hand creatures or gestures at Ivo. Yeah, not unlike this. They weren't. There were restrictions against artificial intelligence. That is to say, an intelligent mind made through purely artificial means. No flesh components, no utilizing the thoughts of a being. The Geth had at some point adapted into artificial intelligent life forms. We were terrified. We tried to extinguish them. They returned in kind, and for 300 years we were not able to get anywhere near Rannoch. The Geth refused to chase us outside of a place called the Perseus Vale. Now, our immune systems were already incredibly weak. There are few pathogens or parasitic organisms on my planet. Most bacteriums and other such entities are more symbiotic in nature. However, when we were forced to live in sterile environments, ships, not unlike this, our immune systems, frankly speaking, failed completely. Because of that, I have always known the inside of this suit. The moment I was old enough to put this one on, I've never been able to take it off for anything other than maintenance purposes. And only in extremely sterile environments. I don't know what my own face looks like. Not really. I grew up on a vessel called if I'm not mistaken, the Solani. It was where I was born, where my parents lived. I have no siblings.
Salami.
Due to our Solani with an Selani. Yeah, sorry. Anyways.
No, that's okay. That was just Eden being like, salami.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so anyways, she's like, our names even reflect where we are from. My full name is Nilo Magara Vars Nar Salani Vasraya. Nar meaning born from. It is where I was from. Raya was a ship I moved to. It was a vessel that was... We go on a pilgrimage. When we reach a certain point in our life, when we reach maturity, we must go out of our flotilla, our hovering armada of ships that houses our entire civilization. And we try to bring back what we can to our people, and in doing so, get to live on a new ship. I chose to move to the Raya after spending a lot of time on a human colony. This colony was full of wonderful people. They initially did not treat me well because Quarians have a pretty bad reputation for being thieves and beggars. Even worse so was made by the fact that the Galactic Council had kicked us from our membership due to what had happened 300 years ago. I spent a long time on the Raya. But then there was an attack on a place on the Citadel. You remember the Citadel. Everyone thought it was Geth. One person, Commander Shepard, said it wasn't. If only we had listened then. Though even if we had, I doubt we would have ever been prepared for what was to come. The Reapers arrived. And they were more terrifying than any myth about them could have ever made them out to be. They were colossal. Their weaponry more powerful than anything we've ever had. They could turn our own people against us, spending too much time near even their derelict technology could corrupt you and force you to obey their will. I'm not alone when I say that those 6 months when the war started were unbearable. Every day, even if you lived, you didn't know if family you had elsewhere wasn't going to. And my people decided, the Admiralty Board decided to make the pathologically idiotic decision to attack the Geth in some attempt to reclaim Rannoch. Right when the Reapers were already tearing their way through all of the galaxy, ripping through systems like their defenses didn't even matter. Resistance was valiant, but Legion downloaded the news reports when we were back in my galaxy. I've been hesitant to look at some of them because I don't know if I want. I know what happened to the Solani. My parents, my grandma, I know what happened. I was there. I saw it. There was a final push. Shepard managed to unite the galaxy in a move that, even to this day, was impressive. While we were making our idiot decisions against the Geth, Shepard managed to scream at everybody and tell them to stop fighting. We've been making amends and peace with the Geth since then. She nods towards Legion. They've even been helping us. When it came to it, Shepard's home planet, Earth, it was under siege. It had been since virtually the beginning of the war. They had a plan, a device. I'm not sure what they thought it was going to do, but evidently the Reapers had been doing this very thing for a very long time. Our people, every 50,000 years, they would they would leave breadcrumbs around, forcing civilizations to develop around a specific technology basis and specific thought points and views. And when they get there, the Reapers would arrive and eradicate all of them. And then they would go back into the darkest corners of space, where they would wait for another 50,000 years to do it all again. Apparently, during every single one of these harvest cycles, every civilization added to a device. I don't know the full details of it. It was kept extraordinarily top secret so that the Reapers would not find it and destroy it. But our final push was on Earth. Fleets from every civilization that could muster any strength came to the aid of Shepard, including the vessel I was serving on. Before the chaos truly hit, I remember seeing the Solani to our flank. I remember being paralyzed when I witnessed a Reaper wrap its massive leg-like appendages around the ship and simply... She clenches her fist and just kind of shakes. I doubt anyone would have been able to survive that. And even if they did, and were simply ejected into space, the chaos of the battle was not kind to anything that would have been seen as debris. And then, it wasn't terribly long after that. By my check, it was only a few hours. It felt like an eternity. I suddenly found myself in a bar. An old wooden tavern. And then I was being suffocated. And then I found myself being suffocated by a band of strange people whose relationship I still don't know where I stand. I go back to my world, and the war is over. Everyone thought I was dead. I still don't know if I belong there anymore.
That is hard.
I'm sorry. I was trying to help you, and then I ended up venting about my own problems. I felt like if I just stopped and if I stopped to try to understand what I was going through, I would just fall apart. And then, of course, that damned clown had to bring it all up and throw it in my face. You know what that's like.
She's good at that.
Annoyingly so.
Eden's just gonna scooch over to both of them and just wrap them both in a hug. It's like, I'm gonna kill that motherfucking clown. I swear to fucking God.
I'm full like grabbing Eden's arm, like, don't let me go. Don't let me go.
I'll be crying.
Yeah. God, you know, I love how both of our artificers are absolute trauma donkeys.
That's his entire party.
Yeah, that's the entire party.
Literally.
No, I know.
Because
like,
there's the two artificers that are like that, and then there's the two not artificers that are both created super soldiers. Okay, that's in and of itself. Plus, there was the
disliked by their prospective societies.
As Barton from that, and then there's also all the regular, just daily life of being a Witcher.
Yeah, nobody likes Witchers.
Yeah, I just love it, especially because it's like, It's like, oh yeah, no, cool. One of us is too emotionally stunted to deal with his emotions. One of us is trying to be emotionally distant from themselves. One of us just doesn't deal with anything at all, and the last one is explicitly trying to throw herself at work to distract herself from the hell that her life has become. Like, man, this party has problems.
The clown wasn't wrong. There is something wrong with me. I am weak.
How are you weak? From not being able to respond to for something you couldn't control?
It's because I couldn't do anything. It's at the same time, why am I here? Why am I doing these things? It's like, why? It's all of you make sense. It's we just have Stud Muffin over here as a big walking superhuman made for specifically a situation like this. We have what is it?
Like
We
this.
have
What
your
exactly do you mean
schnitzel.
by this? I was trained by naval intelligence to hunt down insurrectionists, and then conveniently happened to be alive when an alien theocracy declared our entire species to be an abomination to their religion. And that last part I do in air quotes.
Yeah.
And spent the next 30 years trying to exterminate us.
You were born to kill people. You were created to kill people. What is
More like
Schnitzel?
metamorphosized.
Your schnitzel over there is very good at killing supernatural things. It's his thing. Nilo, you have technology far beyond any of our understanding and can use it at will. What can I do? All I can do is recycle things that were too inefficient to do anything else. So I can pretend to puppet them around, to pretend that they can actually do something. That is why I am weak. Can't rely on my own strength, not my own talents, but someone else's.
I was just a low-level engineer.
But you do so much. I see that gauntlet that you have that you just kind of came up with on the fly.
I didn't come up with this.
The cloak you've been working on.
This was based
It's
off
beautiful.
designs I saw elsewhere.
It's beautiful, nonetheless. But me, my creations are all ugly, hideous abominations.
It's not what it looks like that matters. Is that you recreated life. And she is going to pick up Ivo. She's a little more like comfortable than Nilo with it.
Yeah, no. You are a lot more comfortable with the definite gross fish feel that Ivo has. Like I bet he feels like not just like a fish. Like I bet he feels like if you have like a bunch of fish pieces in a plastic bag. But also the bag sprung a leak, so it's super slimy. Like, I've always thought that's what Ivo has to feel like, so that's why Nilo's just like, oh god, it's gross.
Yeah, she's keeping it away from her clothes, but she's holding him. Like,
Yeah.
he may be ugly. I mean, he's very ugly. Oh my goodness. But He is more than his ugliness. What else does he do?
I want to believe that he does more, but maybe it's my own psychosis talking to me. Have I
Well, what do
really
you want him
recreated
to
life?
do?
I want him to do, what is it? Something, to have some sort of thoughts of his own, to break that final connection of what it is to live. But I don't think that he can. I
But
don't think he's capable of it.
I'm sure he can figure it out. You've gone this far.
Okay, I'm just gonna interject real quick to just say something.
Yeah.
Just that line of um of wanting them to have thoughts of their own, that gives me a very good idea for a thing later this campaign that is going to happen, and yeah,
Good luck.
that is going to be followed up on.
Excellent. But yeah, no,
Foreshadowing.
Nilo is just it's not like it's not even foreshadowing at this point. Thanks to the dungeon master, it's dead ass telegraphing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here has been foretold.
Chekhov has already picked up the gun.
I'm pretty sure he already shot the damn thing, and now he's just trying to find who he shot with it.
Anyways, back to what you were saying.
Yeah.
And the stitch work on this, it's beautiful.
As much as
Amiri gets a little bit embarrassed by that.
As much as I absolutely hate everything about what this is and how it is and how it spits in the face of everything I thought I knew about biology, which, granted, is not my specialty.
Oh, come on, give it a kiss. And she's going to bring it closer to Nilo.
I will die. I like that is not hyperbole. I'm pretty sure it will give me 5 different diseases that will kill me.
Only 5. Only 5. We're lowballing it.
I said at least.
That was the player, the biologist, saying only 5.
Yeah, no, I know. But it's like your. But I have to say, from a scientific standpoint, it is extraordinarily impressive what you have managed to accomplish. You've managed through whatever means you have to have made to bring ambulation to dead tissue. This is not a. If you were trying to perform something similar to this in my universe, you would have simply been called insane. And anything you would have made would have been more machine than organic material.
I still find it so strange how you guys so readily throw away precious metals like that.
Like what?
Like steel.
I believe she's referring to our use for constructs as a waste of metal.
Ah.
You must also remember it's like, what is it?
Yeah.
I guess metallurgy was around, but it's more like the mass production of like steel hasn't quite hit Innistrad yet.
Yeah, no, exactly. She's like, that is a developmental use. You know how trying to think. What do you use as currency? What do you use as physical currency?
Gold, because the vampires outlawed the use of silver.
Why not? You know how gold has many uses, right? As a material, it can be used as a conductor for electricity.
I look at Nilo and just lean over and be like, I'm not sure a pre-industrial world knows that about gold. No offense.
Amiri would know about that to some extent,
Yeah.
because she has built a Tesla coil before. Look,
Okay.
Yes.
science is kind of strange. They've hit some benchmarks and they've completely bypassed other ones.
Yeah. I had a
Okay.
feeling it would make sense considering that Nilo and Emiria have worked close enough together that Nilo might be aware with some of her technological achievements,
Fair enough.
considering that a lot of it is pretty prehistoric for her.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, you utilize gold but one of the main uses you use gold for is simply as a currency. That seems like a waste of materials to me. Do you know how many conductors you could make out of 50 gold?
Trying to calculate that off the top of my head. Okay, so if gold weighs, how much
That
does
would
a piece
actually
of gold
depend.
weigh?
That's about a pound of gold. It would depend on the size of the conductor.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you're just
So like
electroplating
2?
something, it would be a lot.
Nilo kind of pauses at that for a second and then goes,
It's,
right, I forget.
what is it?
Sorry, I forgot that
Amiri
you
could probably
don't.
make 2 out of those, but
Yeah.
then it would be kind of done inefficiently, and would be more
Yeah,
like
but
a whole bunch of power
Nilo
points.
like looks at her for a second and then goes, right, I forgot you don't miniaturize your technology yet. I could probably make at least 15 with it. Utilize the gold material for circuitry and many other fine-tuning components. There are many uses for different things, and some materials have become significantly more common to us. For example, like you said, steel.
I still have no idea how he went to that one place, and there was just an entire world of just rusted steel.
Steel is
I'm
very, very easy to come by. Iron is one of the most abundant elements.
exactly.
Other armors, as in that he just wraps a knuckle on his own chest plate, like titanium, much more difficult to acquire.
Exactly. Iron, steel, and such things are. Steel is a thing you can make with iron. Iron is one of the most common materials you can find basically anywhere. It's so ridiculously common that I'm not surprised you consider us looking like we take it for granted. In some ways, I suppose we do. It's got many. It just has many uses, but at the same time, we've developed technology to the point where steel loses some of its uses at the same time. For example, armor. You primarily would use steel for armor. It works great against steel swords, the claws of a wolf, things like that, right?
Well, the Cathars would somehow get their hands on moon silver for that armor part.
She pulls out her gun and unfurls it. This is a small sidearm. One you could buy at just about every shop where I come from. One shot from this will punch right through both ends of the armor and through the person wearing it. steel armor would functionally be worthless where I come from. Yeah,
Huh.
that's fun. So you can see that when you reach certain levels, when weaponry reaches its certain level, some things become more useful than others. I would love to demonstrate if I could.
I
We'd
just built
need
up
some
my
set.
titanium chest plate.
We'd need some steel. We'd need some sets of steel armor and multiple different types of firearms, ranging from something that would be more possible to build where she's from, while also and moving through the centuries up until this, and points
I
to her
think
own
I
gun.
saw the captain having well,
A
you and I
flintlock.
can only describe as an antiquated museum relic.
That flintlock pistol. I don't know if it's. I'm fairly certain that thing is magically charged. At least
I pull
his
up
is.
my damaged magnum. I would offer this, but well, I don't know if you're still using
That is
calibers where
definitely in
you
a
are.
non-functional state.
It's partially functional. It's just not semi-automatic. But it's a 50 caliber round. It's a beast of a handgun. And then you all know how powerful my 8 gauge is. As I gesture with a thumb to my shotgun.
Okay,
That
I'm
thing will blow
starting to
holes.
understand. Okay, I'm starting to understand a little bit of what you mean by saying my technology might seem a little crazy based to you just because the fact that I consider that archaic.
I just shrug. You're like, well, if it
You
makes
don't
you
even
feel any better, the Sangheili do love their plasma weapons, and then there's the other weird ones. The
they have
carbine shoots radioactive pellets, the needler. No clue how it works, but don't get shot with needler rounds. Giant, as he holds up his hands about like 2 feet apart. Giant seeking spikes that when you get hit with like 9 of them, they detonate. Ugh. Plus all sorts of
that's
plasma weapons.
what happened to our weapons function by having a piece of material that it uses microscopic mass effect fields to shave off pieces of and fire them at a rate not dissimilar to a railgun.
Oh, I fired portable railguns. Kicked like a beast in battery packs and eats them up. Not the most practical things, but
The
handy for anti-armor purposes.
I'm a bigger fan of how they do the heat sinks now. We use only a couple years back we used to have the gun vent like actually I think this one is a yes, and then she actually demonstrates how uh showing it like open a bunch of panels and
Cools.
it like hisses out some
He's
stuff.
like, he's ah.
It used to
That's
do this,
exactly the way the
but
plasma rifle cools. Pain in the neck when you're trying to
you
do
could
sustained
you could
bursts.
tell it's like not hissing that well though, like almost as if it's not supposed to do this anymore. This
Hmm.
gun, however, had been retrofitted. I had this one retrofitted. It was cheaper.
Mm.
We
He has
instead
that
what we
nod of
use are
understanding of
disposable
under. The
instead what we use are disposable thermal clips. Some people say we might as well have gone back to using bullets. Though they're technically
wait,
different.
at your clear disdain of bullets, I pull out one of my 8 gauge shotgun shells that's like 4 inches long, and I'll be like,
If
nope,
anything,
discount the bullets.
if anything, it sounded more like she was angry at the idea that we were going back to that using thermal clips was the same thing as using bullets. Because it's not. It's just changing how It's just changing out thermal exhaust.
Yeah, but he pulls up, like, this beast of a shotgun shell, and like wags it at you. He's like, "Hey, don't disrespect the bullets."
I should really, if I were able to get one of those shotguns. They were really pricey, though. They looked so nice, though. the Trust me, you don't want. Trust me, you don't want. Our uses of Mass Effect fields got absolutely ridiculous, and it looks like we were still only a fraction of where we could have gone with them. You see, when I first saw a Reaper, when I first saw one of those use one of its main cannons back when the Citadel was hit, I thought it was firing some form of high-powered plasma weapon or something similar. Could you
Gives
imagine my
uncontrollable involuntary shudder?
Could you imagine my shock and surprise when I realized it wasn't doing that? It was in fact firing large swaths of hyperheated material at approximately, and she names a stupid high number, kilometers per second. Like, I can't remember what the actual number was or the math, and I don't want to do it. So it was
you have the blink stare meme
yeah.
on Spartan. It's like, so you crossed a Mac gun with a plasma projector. What?
The Reapers did. I don't want to look up what the casualty numbers were, but you could ask all of them how effective they were.
I'm so glad Covenant didn't have anything like that.
And now we
They already
apparently
could cut
made.
through our bulkheads and shields like they were butter.
She like full falls backward. She's like, and now we apparently made peace with the damn things. What the fuck even is Shepard?
I just give you a look of complete understanding sympathy. It's like, hey, I spent 30 years hunting aliens trying to exterminate us, only for then one day them to just show up and be like, hey, we made friends with Johnson and Chief, and so now we're on the same side because they tried to kill each other.
Yeah.
And we're trying to keep them from activating the Halo array and wiping everyone out. He just gives a fake smile and 2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
like
so,
a clearly
Camila,
insane,
like,
fake as can be smile.
What the fuck even is Shepard? He's. I don't think he is human. I've met a lot of really nice humans in my time, but no, they are. In many ways, they are cognitively primitive. They are extraordinarily impulsive, hopelessly violent.
Hey, that's very useful in a jam.
I will
have
give
you know.
that, but
Never question the violence of Marines. Very
humans
useful.
were, frankly speaking, one of the better performing units out against the Reapers because they have that, and she does single finger quotations because she only has 3 fingers. She's like, and they performed well due to what they call good old human ingenuity and determination.
Yes. Good old times.
Frankly, I called it a suicidal need to be right.
I do that like whole hand on chest, like mock offense, be like,
Yeah.
be glad there aren't ODSTs around. They would skin you alive for that.
Yeah, she's just like, but then they had. I am not convinced that Shepard's human. I am just not. I bet he was something that nobody could manage to make. For crying out loud, he made the Krogans play nice with the Solarians. How?
No idea what that's supposed to mean, but maybe he's one of the crazier ones that naval intel decided to let off their leash.
To put an incredibly long and complicated story short, the Solarians basically sterilized the Krogans.
Oh. Lovely.
And the Krogans were quite understandably and justifiably pissed off about that. And they've basically hated every single Solarian ever since. And now they've at least pretended to play nice with each other. That's not. And the Batarians and the humans were also being all buddy-buddy at one point. Frankly, I don't know what the hell their deal was, but the Batarians really did not like the humans. I think it was something about them waiting to get their seat on the council. It was Citadel drama. I wasn't paying attention to that politics.
Politics. Useless bureaucrats.
Exactly. Especially since the Citadel refused to listen to any of Shepard's warnings about the freaking Reapers. I'll admit, I thought he was a raving lunatic too at first. But apparently he had some damn solid evidence. Evidence that was never made public. Until,
the whole of Sovereign.
Yeah, no, exactly. Sovereign is some pretty freaking solid evidence, and that being public would have been like, oh shit.
Sovereign, the dragon's teeth.
Yeah, no, exactly. But she's just like,
Saren's documentation of the indoctrination experiments.
Yeah, no, exactly. So she's just like, but no, how did we even get to talking about this? We were trying to, are you feeling any better, Emiria?
As you say that, I'm partially distracted while working on like a power cable coming out of the fusion reactor or something like that, and just shock myself.
Yeah.
Electrical wire.
Are you feeling any better? I was here to try to help you deal with that effing clown and...
I guess that makes sense. I think I'm feeling a bit better now.
What do you say if I've told Ticker and others that we should probably let Grizwald's old team take her on. What do you think when we finally get our hands on her? Should we take turns with no, call it what it is. Caveman-like primitive acts of violence and vengeance.
I'm not quite too sure. We'll see how this... I will give her a piece of my mind, though. I'll do that much.
You distinctly see me roll my eyes.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to need some, given how much hell she's given us for the past couple of... How long have we been chasing Grizwald now in game?
In total, probably about a month.
God damn. Okay. Given the troubles,
like a lot of it's been like brushed over travel time, but
yeah, no, exactly. But anyways, given the amount of headaches she's given us for the past month, I feel like someone's going to have to hold me back from absolutely punching her across the room.
Is Vagar down here on the lower deck?
No, he's up on the upper deck trying to.
Is
This is
Eden
figure
still
out-
down here?
yeah.
Eden's still down
he's
here,
doing-
I'll lean over and whisper Eden, hey, tell Vagar. I got bet him 10 credits that Nilo throws Grizwald across the what's it?
the deck.
Across the deck of the ship.
I'll give you 30.
That'd be such a damn funny way for Brad to get an extra 30 credits.
By this point, they would probably be referring to the currency as starries because that's what Astral Sea currency is.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
The little they're called like starries or star bits. They're little golden coins that have like star symbols on them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Okay.
Which, by the way,
But,
now that Skirvo has his memory back, he knows that that's what Zarian currency looked like.
That's fun.
Mhm.
I actually kind of like to think that he's just like that he's just working through some stuff and then he just goes
Boiled again.
like just suddenly sits up. But that's what it bloody looked like. And then just sets a coin, like picks up a coin, looking at it, and goes, "Been driving me bonkers for the last 560 years." And he's just and puts the coin back down and continues working on the paper he was writing. Just
Those random aha moments.
yeah, no, exactly. Especially because, like I said, we're talking about a guy who has to run through at least a little under 700 years worth of memory, and he's got billion-year-old hardware. It's gonna take a while. it is gonna listen. It is gonna take a while.
Gotta go through yottabytes of data.
Yeah, and the dude's running this in binary. Do you have any idea how like he's basically running like a modem looks advanced compared to him.
It's like those old hand crank analog computers from like 700 AD.
He's only slightly more advanced than that because he actually has gears operating the crank.
He has a little motor turning it instead of
Somehow he's storing information in a set of gears. Not sure how the hell that works. Nobody is. But no, he just Anyways, so it's just I don't know if there's anything else we need to cover. Is there?
Is there any more roleplay
before we decide?
Is there any more roleplay
Yeah,
you want to do before we get to the thing?
Before we move on to the definitely gonna get her bitch ass.
Mhm.
I'm good here.
I'm good.
Spencer,
What? Yes.
any further roleplay you feel is needed, or are you good to move on to us absolutely getting her bitch ass?
I guess it's like what is it? Emiria gives a big hug to the both of you, referring to Nilo and Eden. It's like, thanks for the cheering up, guys. I don't know what I would have done without you two. I'm glad out of all of the individuals stuck in this horrid in this horrid multitude of worlds, I was stuck with you two.
I am too. I would have you. I'm glad. I'm glad you. I'm glad you can at least be sensible sometimes, so that I wouldn't have. So that I wouldn't go completely crazy in what I would have called an unadulterated hell if I didn't just learn last week that hell is a real place.
Oh, yes, I'm surprised you didn't know that hell was a real place.
Where we come from, it was purely a myth designed to convince children to behave.
So you say that. Well, normally I would agree with you. Glassed world!
Yeah, no.
Close second!
Like, it's, I just love the idea that Nilo's like, it heavily implies Nilo used to be an atheist. Emphasis on used.
Well, you see, every time that we came up with like some kind of boogeyman, like the Kinder Snatch, it turned out to be real anyways.
Are you sure that's not because of some sort of some form of psychokinetic connection with your realm? You believe it, so it exists? I was reading some stuff.
Celia pokes her head around a wall. Ticker said to come get you. She says we're getting close.
I begin the long process of redonning Mjolnir without an armor cradle. And, like, an armor cradle can get it done in, like, 2 minutes tops. But without it, it's like, okay.
I wanna point out while we're walking up, that's when the thing is finally, the seal on the door finally goes down, and Mary comes out and she's like, I wasn't trying to listen in, but were you guys talking about tulpas? Those are
What?
nasty.
Talking about what?
Tulpas. They're entities that only exist because people believe they exist. Their features vary wildly because they exclusively behave the way people think they behave.
Oh shoot, Mary's world is especially different due to Mage the Ascension, and technically everyone has a connection to, like, oh yeah, the reason why technology works is in fact just because people believe that it works.
It's Warhammer Orcs and the Kuatoa all over again.
Well, I doubt Mary knows that, but I also doubt she's going to be able to know that, considering that her world is
kind of gone now.
Yep.
With, as we're walking up, I just sort of pat Mary on the shoulder and be like, why worry about telling tales of the boogeyman when you can be the boogeyman? I said with, like, the most sinister smile you've ever seen me wear. And then I crack my knuckles and don my helmet.
Ticker like gestures for you to come up by the helm. He gestures broadly around. Notice anything different? I'd like everyone to make me perception checks, please.
Perception.
Ah, shoot, I've moved my keyboard. Time to unmove it. Right.
That's this one.
Perception. Nope, that's the wrong thing. There's an entire list of skills, and perception is one of the only things I'm not
Bradley notices. Vagar notices.
6. 13.
Emiria does not notice. Nilo. Joey. Hello.
Oh, you got a new haircut, Ticker.
Did we lose you?
I think this might be an extension of, like, the bit when he was talking about
Joey.
I couldn't hear him either when he did that.
Okay, apparently we lost Joey.
I'll type in.
Oh, his PC is frozen.
PC is frozen.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
We shall.
Time to remember how I did grot skin paint. Okay, did I put it in here? Hmm. Loading. You gotta be kidding me. I didn't save the video. Oh gosh. Okay, well, time to figure out which color of paints I do so that these guys actually look the same as everyone else.
It's in your history, your internet browser.
I thought it was if it was in my browser history, then it would be like several months ago. It was a YouTube video that I watched.
If you know the rough title of the video, you just the search bar in the history in the browser history window is for.
All right. Okay. Let's see. This is not going to be the same thing. Okay.
It shall be BRB then.
Don't know any of these videos. Okay. Let's try this. Oh no. There's 9 different types. Okay.
Sounds like you have a decision to make.
This guy is using paints that I've never heard of before. Oh.
Probably not that.
Is it this one? Well, DM, it looks like we managed to stall.
Yeah. Joey will be back.
I'm not sure if you intended for it to stall that much, but
I did not. But we should be able to still finish up everything this session.
Hello?
Hey.
You return.
Hello.
He's back from the dead.
Welcome back.
Okay, what did you miss?
I was actually hearing everything.
Okay.
until you were asking for my perception check, in which case I realized you couldn't hear me asking to wait a moment.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry.
So I immediately was like, no, don't apologize. I was like, because you're like Joey, and I was sitting there going, are you good with taking a break for a little bit? And then you clearly couldn't hear me, so I was like, all right, and then I just slammed the restart button on my computer.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
My mouse was not moving. Nothing was moving.
But okay, so perception
what does a
checks
17 get me?
17, you notice it. So Miri, you're the only one who doesn't notice this. You all notice that
New haircut?
that the spheres around you have a slight yellowish tint.
They're golden, like you said they would be.
These are some of the most ancient spheres in the entire sea. He points at one of them. For example, that's gray space. Leads to a
What
world.
happens there?
It leads to a world called Oerth. We've been to realm space before, Faerun. It's not that different. A little more
Dangerous.
dangerous.
Sorry, I was immediately aware of that because my other game's in Greyhawk.
Mhm.
So it's just, well, I swear everything is always some measure of more or less dangerous than each other. Do you think it's anywhere in the cards for us to go somewhere cuddly?
God's willing.
As long as we don't, Mary, as long as we don't have to go back to pop space. Just I don't I don't want to deal with another day where everything seems cute and adorable at first and then we have to fight some horrifying eldritch undead monster. Every
All,
damn time.
all I'll say about Pop Space is it's a good thing the Great Devourer just likes cake.
Every damn time. Last time we went there, we went to get a slice of cake. Not even that little puffballs cake. Our own slice of cake, and frickin' then we had to fight some fucking skeleton monster thing, and I swear, sometimes I want to say I'm not paid enough for this shit, but Skirbo's already given me another raise.
I also realized something. I was replaying Forgotten World recently,
Yeah.
and I realized something while I was playing through it. Planet Popstar is Pop Space's Feywild.
That wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Yeah, the Forgotten World is its material plane.
That wouldn't surprise me in the least.
Anyways, take her points to a monitor. It looks like we're coming close to Griswold's position. Wherever she is, we're going to send in 2 teams. You and her original friends. Whichever one of you finds her first, contact us. We'll use the shadow to get you joined, so that you don't have to face her alone.
All right.
Lovely.
Lonnie seemed to think a net would work. Should we get a net?
Ticker immediately is staring past you. He like a look of unabashed wonder on his face. No,
Turn
it's
around.
a myth. You see a gigantic ship shaped like a manta ray with a scorpion's tail. It's nearly a mile across.
Wow.
What is that?
Talking about the massive use of metal.
It's not made of metal. It is made of organic matter.
Oh.
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 It's the Spelljammer. The first and greatest of its kind. The one for which all other Spelljammers are named.
I doubt this is a coincidence.
Nope. And nothing good ever comes from discovering primordial artifacts.
Legend has it that the
Given that we're
Spelljammer.
standing on one, I have to agree with you.
Legend has it that the Spelljammer is an ancient Spelljammer. No one knows who built it, but it was the first, and it is a sentient ship. It lives. It reproduces. He points to a few smaller, simpler copies of the Spelljammer that fly past the ship. There, small jammers.
Small jammers?
The young of the Spelljammer.
No, I got that, but small jammers?
I
The
didn't come up with the
young,
name.
you say?
She's just like, she's got like a look like that that that's fine.
It looks like Griswold's position is somewhere on board. The magical nature of the Spelljammer is interfering with my scanners.
Lovely.
Kalani,
Let's hope we don't release any primordial flood spores or whatever the equivalent for reapers or
just,
whatever
but
other
she just,
horrors.
I don't. I mean, not every primordial thing we've run into is awful. Yeah.
You're an exception, not the rule.
What do you mean I'm an exception? I'm
You
not
were like
primordial.
10,000 years is close enough. He just waves a hand off.
When did she ever use the term 10,000 years?
I think discussing with Varut that she was gone that long.
Oh,
I
no,
thought we determined it was.
Sorry, I was talking as Nilo.
Oh, okay.
Besides, nobody considers Kalani primordial.
yeah.
She's just
Never
like,
mind that.
yeah, no, she's talking about, it's like, I'm talking about the ship we're standing on. Duchess seems rather nice when she's not rather psychotically wanting to get into combat.
I just sort of shrug and be like, a lot of AIs are like that for some reason. And I pull out my own AI chip and like give it a one-eyed glare, and then stick it back in my helmet.
Oh, come on. It's not like we all sing Daisy Bell when we go absolutely bonkers. Just some of us. Others just like the sound of the song. And besides, it's not that I enjoy getting into combat. It's just that I really, really enjoy crushing enemies and forcing them to submit to my whims.
Isn't
I
that the
didn't
same
know
thing?
that she was a dominatrix.
No, because I prefer. No, because I don't start conflict. And she gets she gets rather eerily still, like all of her usual stuff that's usually flowing around like she's underwater stops, and she has an extraordinarily sharp-toothed grin. She just says, "I end conflict.
That's
I don't
what
start
I
them." And then
can
she
Varut
vanishes.
try and reach out with the force and locate
See if you can magically force locate the walled.
Make a wisdom check.
The
wisdom.
Waldo.
Wisdom. That is a +2.
The walled of Grizz.
Wisdom check with proficiency, so +7 actually.
I don't think so. Probably not.
No, you try to, but then you realize just how much energy is emitting from that ship. Like you can't tell any of it apart.
I reach out and there's yeah, no luck with that. Whatever that thing is using for a energy source, it's like staring at a star.
It is both. There's a lot of living things on the ship because you can like see like trees on its back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also just the ship itself is alive.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Very dense in living things. Can't pick them
Right
exactly
then.
apart.
Right then. Well, she never made it easy before. Why would she start now?
He'll turn to the other party and be like, and watch out for puppets.
Kalani cracks her knuckles.
Kalani, where's Juno and her merry band of critters? We have a clown to find.
She points up.
Juno, get down from there. We got a clown to find.
She's going to peek over the crow's nest and just be like, "What?
You heard me. Get down here.
What?
Don't make me fly up there and get you.
I think you're going to have to. I'm pretty sure her hearing.
We're gonna find a frown? You're frown personified!
You all hear what sound Kalani is very familiar with. Just that exasperated sigh. Just here we go again.
I'm pretty sure she's suffering from hearing loss. I had hearing troubles as well.
That's not the only thing she's suffering from. It's like the classic loony hand gesture at the side of the head.
Yeah.
Root then proceeds to fly up and grab Juno.
Anyways,
Juno is going to try and evade him.
Anyways, in the end, both parties end up dropped off at different points on the back of the Spelljammer. We're going to be following the main party.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I'll open the other sheet just in case.
So yeah, you all land on the Spelljammer. You're given portable scanner devices that are locked onto Grizwald's signal, so you can try to look for her that way. And where you are all landed, you see a forest of bioluminescent mushrooms just growing on the back of the Spelljammer. You see buildings, you see mountains. Think for those of you who have seen Futurama, think the encephalopod.
Okay.
I'll send a picture.
Or the mushrooms sort of similar to Underdark mushrooms, with the way they glow and hum and so forth.
Yeah. Not encephalopod, encyclopod. The big manta ray thing from Into the Wild Green Yonder. Okay, I can't find any pictures of it. Okay. Big manta ray thing with basically nature on its back. Anyways, you're all here.
Yeah. Look at the thing.
Now that you're on board the Spelljammer, it appears to be pointing you in a particular direction.
Hopefully it's not through a wall.
And I would like everyone to make me another, actually, everyone make me an insight check.
Insight,
I might be masters at many skills, but insight is not one of them.
Let me check Legion.
Oh, that's actually as 31, not as Varut, but I didn't move the quick.
I still got a 20 anyways.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
All right. Bradley and Emiria pick up a strange feeling of curiosity in the air.
Hang on, I don't think I rolled an Elos.
Oh, you didn't?
Weird. Yeah, no, I rolled Legion. Okay,
Oh.
there we go.
Okay, Nilo picks it up too. A strange feeling of curiosity in the air that, like, something is curious about you.
That's never good.
Yeah,
Looks
something's
like
watching us. But like in a non-malicious kind of way,
Yeah,
which is
it
a
is.
bit of a refreshing
It's not a
feeling.
malicious curiosity, but it's just like a interesting kind of vibe.
That doesn't necessarily mean that's good.
hello.
Science
We're
report. Oh,
friends. We're not dangerous.
The feeling of
Do you think?
curiosity continues.
Yeah.
Nilo,
can't
Right
see it
since
because
then.
of my helmet,
Nilo, since you
but I give you
spoke,
that
make
suspicious
me,
side eye when you say we're not dangerous.
Nilo,
I spoke, so it's doing something.
make me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh God. This is how that red shirt in the Next Generation died. I got a int save.
Yep.
Okay, thankfully, I'm stupid good at that. Nat one.
Right.
Oh,
You feel something probing at your mind, but you're able to keep it out.
Okay. I was thinking for a second like not one, and then I literally become that guy from the Next Generation. Just my brain melts. Just
No, effectively it was a saving throw against a detect thought spell.
ah. Oh wow. I literally search TNG red, and the guy I was looking for was one of the first results.
But yeah, you feel something probing at your mind, but you're able to keep it out.
I something went so, something went in my head, and it wasn't Legion. Not that I let Legion in my brain anyways. He's just in my suit sometimes.
First time.
Yes,
Uh,
though I
first time
heard
is always a bit unpleasant.
I
You get used
don't
to it.
listen. I've never interacted with a sorry that close. I don't like the idea of someone else being in my head.
It's definitely an adjustment.
There's still the feeling of curiosity. Bradley, make me an intelligence saving throw because you were speaking. Because now it recognizes you more as like an intelligent creature. The thing that
Lovely.
is making you do this, that is.
Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. What is this one for? That's hmm. Do I want to use a heroic will exploit?
I'll warn you, the DC is pretty high.
Will a D6 make a difference?
No, it will not.
Okay, then.
Don't even bother.
I
Yeah,
won't. I
I'm
won't bother
surprised. I'm
spending the die.
surprised Nilo passed the save. It's a DC 25.
Yeah, D6 won't help me, even
Um,
if I max it.
yeah, yeah. So, the curious feeling changes to one
Oh,
alarm, and you we're gonna switch to a different map here.
Oh no.
Combat encounter.
You see some strange creatures pop up out of the ground around you.
oh.
Ah. I don't like that.
And a
They have no color.
particular word keeps passing through your mind over and over. Oh yeah, they have no color. They actually do have color, but these creatures haven't existed for many editions, so
Oh,
Yeah.
So the artwork is still in the black and white first ed, second ed
yeah.
version.
So you hear a noise. You hear like a feeling repeating over and over in your minds. I would like you all to make another insight check.
Insight.
that's just a last roll.
Oh wow.
Insight. Nilo.
Come on!
Insight.
Not even after 9!
Tell me all your secrets.
Which one was Nilo's and
Legion
which one
got
was
better
Legion's?
than me.
Okay. So Bradley and Legion, you realize, well, Bradley's the only one that realizes this much. Legion, you realize that the thing that's in your minds and is curious believes you to be thieves. Bradley, you recognize that thing that is in your minds is the Spelljammer.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
The ship you are on believes you to be thieves.
Yeah.
After it read your mind as to like why you were
Lovely.
there.
Lovely. I, being used to having computers attached to my nervous system, will just simply turn to the group and be like, the ship itself thinks we're thieves here. And then proceed to get ready to blast them.
Okay.
Course of action. Course of action recommended. We find means to communicate with the vessel.
Okay, this spider thing is
Searching
gonna
possible alternatives.
this weird spider thing, it's gonna come up to you and attack you, Bradley.
Oh, lovely.
Give it a barrel full.
Does a 19 hit?
Nope.
Okay, that was its bite that missed, and then it's gonna try and stab you with one of its legs. That's a 26 to hit.
That does it. By quite a bit, actually.
That'll be 9 damage.
Owie.
And then it is this one's turn. You have no idea what the frick this thing is. It's just weird looking.
The blob of flesh.
Let's see here.
Might as well be a flood combat form for all as a Spartan is concerned.
Yeah, it's very slow,
It's
though.
clearly not,
5,
but
10.
it's yet another blob of alien biomass.
It's very slow. Vagar.
Okay.
So, the ship thinks you're thieves. Legion has said try to figure out a way to communicate with the ship.
I don't fucking know how. Me, I'm supposed to take care, like, kill these guys.
Communicate with
Not
the ship is just keep thinking because it's reading our thoughts.
keep thinking, man. I don't want to think.
Like, it turns out when it tries to scan Vagar, he doesn't even seem intelligent. It's just like,
It's the dial tone.
exactly.
It's the
that'd
sound.
be more
It's the
like
sound of
Juno.
It's the sound of
doesn't
dial.
sense Vagar. It
It's
only
the sound.
senses the wolf
It's
in
the
him.
sound of. It's the sound of dial-up internet.
Got
Yeah.
that dog in him.
Well, no, that's what it hears when it tries to read Skirbo's mind. It's not that he doesn't have thoughts, it's just the fact that it has to wait for them to load.
Anyways, Vagar, what are you doing?
Okay, so he said we need to try to communicate with them. So, he's not going to take out a sword, but but he's just going to be like, we're not here to steal.
Make a
We're
persuasion
here
check.
for someone.
Make a persuasion
Fuck.
check.
I don't got lucky. 20 plus 2.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It doesn't seem to
No, that's
believe
still
you.
above average.
Oh my gosh!
You're not very persuasive.
No, I am not. No.
Yet
To the
again,
rest of
when he tried to have someone
you don't get the
Myriad.
vibe that necessarily wouldn't work. You just get the vibe
Yeah.
that it didn't work
Yeah.
for Vagar.
And it is currently
No.
unconvinced.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for my turn to be able to try to have Legion do that because Legion's going to be loud as hell. Just because the
Okay,
fact
so
that
then.
that is a lot of voices.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
So then he's just gonna ready his action, so that if one of them does attack him, he's gonna smack him.
Okay. Emiria?
Alright, how should I try to convince it?
I don't know, you're the most charismatic of the four of us. 4.5
Yes.
of us. Does Legion count as a half a person or a whole person?
Hmm. Anyways.
I will. What is this? I guess I will try to convince the ship in a similar way to Vagar, but try to explain the situation that we are looking for. Are we going to call Grizwald a stowaway?
Sure, why not?
We could.
Sure.
Yes, we're looking for a stowaway on your ship. That is our purpose.
Make a persuasion check.
All right. 20 plus 9. 22.
You see the strange creatures pause for a moment, and the feeling returns to your mind, Emiria. The feeling of, like, curiosity again. You sense it asking you who.
The name that we have been giving is Griswold. I don't know if that's how she introduced herself to you, but that is the name that we know her by. She looks weird. She looks like she looks like this funny individual over here, except taller and a bit more uh fanatic.
Hmm. The emotion grows more welcoming, more back to being curious.
Yeah.
One of the creatures, most of the strange creatures seem to be absorbed back into the ship.
All right.
With the last one, uh, which is vaguely humanoid. It lacks a head, but it's vaguely humanoid. It kind of waves one of its arms as if telling you to follow.
Recommended
All right, I guess we'll
following
follow.
the
I'm going to
following
switch
the
back to the Duchess map.
following the Spelljammer platform seems to be the advised course of action.
Hardly looks like a platform to me.
No, it's just I'll explain later.
You hear me briefly ruminating. I wonder if this is how Chief felt following the monitor throughout throughout Alpha Halo.
Oh yes, and one more thing I forgot to tell you, Spencer, because I didn't want to spoil. Well, not I didn't forget to tell you. I just didn't want to spoil where exactly Griswold was. Um,
Uh,
The Spelljammer is deliberately keeping Griswold on board because it recognizes her as a wanderer, and it is also a wanderer, kindred spirits. Like,
Yeah.
it and Griswold get along.
Ah, all right.
Despite the fact that Griswold makes no damn sense.
The Spelljammer makes no sense either.
You know what? That's fair. That is fair.
I mean, did you see the Shivox?
I did. I thought they were adorable. Would
Yes,
you mind posting those in the artwork channel
Yes,
for me?
I
I'd
will.
like to get a better look at all of them.
I will do so. But yes,
Yes, I'm aware I'm a strange individual. Stop asking.
the strange creature leads you to what looks like a little hut and gestures towards it.
All right, who wants to get mind fucked by Griswold this time?
Remember, you were supposed to contact Ticker so you could get the rest of the crew.
Yeah, I was about to say, before we
yeah.
go any further, is the hut
Yeah.
having like open windows, an open doorway, or something?
The doorway is open.
Can we, from our current position, peer inside to see if we see Griswold inside?
Yeah, Griswold is in there.
Okay, seeing this, I get on the helmet comm and comm Varut, tell him where we are.
Yep,
Yeah.
Varut and Kalani and
Dial for reinforcements.
Juno make their way over in the Crimson Shadow shortly. They had similar experiences with the Spelljammer. Of it being curious and then realizing why they're there, thinking they're there to steal from it, attacking them with Shivox. They convince it that they're not harmful.
Yeah. I'm genuinely curious who was the one to figure that out.
Who was the one to
Plot
figure what
twist,
out?
it was Juno.
You know what? I would actually believe that. I would believe
Kalani
that.
and Varut would be Kalani would be like trying to tear them in half, and Varut would be doing a combination of Jedi, like, get out of my mind, and just you know, Mandalorian, kill all the enemies! Rah, unga bunga.
You know what? I bet it went like this. I bet it went like this. I bet it went like this. I bet it went Varut blocked all thoughts. And then it sensed Kalani's thoughts and sensed purely the get Griswold.
Rage.
Yeah, and then and was immediately like, oh shit, and threw stuff at it, and then Juno decided to try to tame the Spelljammer.
Oh yeah,
Like,
absolutely. She'd be like, I want one of those.
she was like, hey, someone's in my head. Friends? Want to be friends? And meanwhile, Kalani and Varut both just looked at
Hey, new voice.
until eventually they realized whatever she was like. I like to imagine they didn't even get to fight before they both looked at Juno and then started realizing what she was doing was working. And then just let it
and they both had the epiphany of, I'll be. She actually did it this time.
Yeah. I bet that's what happened. So, yeah. Come on in, friends. All right. So how do we get something that can create illusions? Does anyone have anything to be able to tell if that's actually her or not?
We just grab each illusion until we find out which one's not the real illusion, right?
Try to reach out with the Force again.
Yes, we find the real one, and then I say,
Sneeze?
I will get her. That is what I was going to say, yes.
But at this distance, can Root sense if Grizwald is actual Grizwald, or is it still too high a population density to
Make
be
me
able to
another,
identify distinct individuals?
wisdom check with proficiency.
Another force check. That is plus 7, 9.
Use the force.
Yes.
Root.
Nope.
Use the force.
No.
You know what? I'm gonna give you
Nope,
advantage.
nope, nope.
I'm gonna give you advantage on this one because you know Griswold.
Okay.
And you're literally
you're
right
Right
outside.
frickin' there.
Better than a 2, please. I did say better than a 2. That's not.
not terrible.
That is the real Griswold.
Fantastic. You see me reach out with a hand and concentrate. And then I drop it. Yep, that's there, all right. Psychotic clown. I look
Wait,
at
who are we here for?
I'm going in.
looks at the other 2 original compatriots like, ready to get the band back together, as they say, and collect that maniac.
I'm going in.
Wait, who are we getting?
Kalani's already barreling through the door.
Who's? We had a band?
Snaps his fingers in front of Juno's face. Try and
I
keep
thought
up.
that was. We had a
And he falls
band?
off after Kalan.
We had a.
Try and keep up.
I thought that was just a dream. That was a sick dream. Oh shit, they left. Oh fuck. And she's.
I like to imagine Nilo is just kind of standing slack-jawed looking at their questionable teamwork. Because I
It
don't
looks
think
like
our
it
teamwork
shouldn't
was
work.
I don't think that
but
group's
it
teamwork
works.
was ever that great. It was
Unless
always
you're trying
Varun
to
tries
kill
to
things.
come up with a strategy, and then Kalani did her own damn thing.
But yes,
And then Juno also did her own damn thing.
Kalani, I'm not gonna make you roll for it. You grapple Griswold. Of course you do. You're Kalani.
No, no, I don't think. Kalani would have to nat 1 to not catch this thing.
It's been a while, thrice broken camel rider.
And slam into a wall. Boom.
Aw, I love you too.
Ooh. And of course you grabbed her, because why wouldn't you? You grabbed literally everything else on our travels, so why not the funny space clown, of course.
This way she cannot escape again.
Juno's gonna look over, see Griswold, and her face is gonna light up. You can't see it because she's wearing her mask, but he's like, Griswold, what are you doing here?
Time you remembered who we were looking for! I give Juno a smack to the back of the head.
Meanwhile,
We were looking
outside
for
the cottage,
Yes!
are those promising noises in there?
Well,
Or
I
just
don't
gives
think
an
she's
apathetic
escaping
shrug.
anytime soon.
Spartan just gives
Who
a
wants
shrug.
to
Be
go
like,
in to check?
I guess I will.
it doesn't look like
Vagar's-
gunfire coming out, so that's a good sign.
Vagar is just going to go up to the hut, peek in,
Yeah,
go back out, go
course.
back to the others.
I like to imagine that Griswold's definitely been got by the throat. She's not getting away.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vagar's gonna go back to the group and be like, yeah, they got it handled. Yeah, we're good.
Spartan just gives a nod.
All right, now to try to transport this.
Maniac.
You know, aside from all the mental assault she's done on us, I don't think we've ever actually established how dangerous she actually was.
The Spartan would just point at, she travels with them. How dangerous do you think she no. How harmless do you think she is? I'll give you a hint. Probably not very.
One of them looks like they just scout things and make friends with pets. Another one simply looks like a mercenary that you could possibly find where I come from. It's the larger one that freaks me the hell out.
Oh? He crosses both of his arms over his chest plate.
You
can't
were
see me.
genetically modified. As far as I could tell, that's just how they come.
Here, hold up the
You just called
finger
you
and that,
small.
like, thinking, like, fair. And be glad you've never met a brute. They make her look short. As I gestured
get
with my
folded
head
in-
towards Kalani.
And yet they would still get folded in half just the same.
Yeah.
Details.
But yeah, you have the Crimson Shadow. You can just like go back to the ship.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's bring her back, I suppose. And
Brute.
yeah,
We'll just be like, well, now that we finally collected her, let's go before she gets any crazy ideas. And Kalani, make sure you don't lose your grip. We have to spend another month chasing that lunatic.
you're not going to try to escape, are you?
Escape? Depends.
And punched. like we're talking a gut punch that absolutely knocked the wind out of her. Well, might have actually been more of a palm strike, but you know, coming from Kalani, it might as well have been a punch.
It's the same thing.
Boom. That ought to pause her for a while.
I would hope so.
Yeah, you get Griswold back to the ship without an issue.
Remind me, I feel like I've said this before, but seriously, remind me to never piss off Kalani.
Overhearing this is like, I say this one's got the brains of the group.
I've already accidentally made her mad with me, and that didn't go well.
Rude will lean over to that, like, conspiratorial whisper, hand blocking one side of the mouth. Oh, never mind. I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I can't blame you for what you didn't know. And I will admit I reacted harshly. Although it doesn't give me comfort that this seems to be how you treat old friends. Grizwald and my relationship is questionable at best.
Friends is, stretching it a bit. This is Root speaking. More like, forced acquaintances? You can all hear the question mark at the end of his sentence, even though you can't see any of his facial expressions because
I feel like we were closer than that.
To her, and as he points to Griswold.
Yes.
He thought so highly of me.
Yeah, but that was like near the end.
As you're getting back to the ship, Spencer, can you roll me a d20? I need to make you a proper Griswold stat block, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So just roll me a d20 and I'll add a modifier to it.
All right. 20. 14.
Okay.
Very strange thing.
When Griswold sees you get onto the ship and Griswold's like looking around and stuff. And Griswold
not getting let go at all.
Yeah. Griswold sees Celia and something about her seems familiar, but she can't put her finger on what.
I have a theory, and I've had this theory for a long time, but I'm not gonna say it yet.
I know what your theory is, and I'm glad my foreshadowing is working.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I had a feeling like after like the third interaction I had with this character. like I was like part of me was genuinely going, nah, that's too obvious. But the more it goes, the more I'm like, either Hannah's bullshitting me or I am having this right on the nose.
Yeah, I know what your theory
With the
is.
grip or either I have this on the nose with the grip strength of my favorite character I've made for this of this particular series, or or Hannah's been gaslighting me unintentionally, like out the ass.
The 3 Gs: gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
You know
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
uh, but yeah, yeah. So it's just yeah. Uh, someone tell the captain we got her. Well, Kalani's got her, but yeah, I don't think she's going anywhere.
Rook just looks at where Kalani's still carrying Grizwald around by the neck and is like, yeah, not
Almost
anytime soon.
like I bet it. I like to imagine it's the grip slipped only enough that instead of being a full throat clench, it's now just more like she's being held like a bit like a disobedient kitten. Like from the scruff of all her clothing. So it's just like yeah. It's just the visual of Griswold like just kind of curled up a little, like just just being carried around like someone holding a kitten by the scruff of their neck. Just just the visual is just funny to me.
What about Griswold thrown over Kalani's shoulder like a sack of wheat?
And that seems too dangerous for something like her. It needs to be a very solid grip.
Anyways,
But you see, you have a very
Besides, I
solid
had to
grip
go.
on the ankle.
Besides,
The
I
rest-
had to go Besides, I had to go somewhere closer to Mama Kalani.
anyways,
Anyways,
Is Skirvo in his office, or is he not out on the deck?
Skirvo is in his
He's
office.
yeah.
Because like if he's out on the deck, then he would just clearly see that we got
Yeah,
Griswold.
Skirvo's in his office. Celia goes in
Yeah.
to report to him and then returns saying that he wants to speak to all of you plus Griswold.
Bloody finally!
All of us, as in all 8 of us, or as in all 4
All
of us?
all 8 of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
File into the office room.
How do we fit?
I will say the office is bigger than it looks on this map.
Yeah, I bet.
oh yeah, but what is it? It's just D&D constraints of like, what is it like? How many people can actually fit within a 5 per? What's it? 5
In a 5x5
5x5.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, the only people that actually probably take up a proper 5x5 is the Spartan and the Gerudo because of their armor.
Well, not just that, they're just massive.
Yeah, they're just huge.
Like their shoulder width alone is just ridiculous.
As soon
It's chest
as
right here that takes up 2 spaces.
as soon as you all get into file into the office, you hear a strange buzzing noise, and then all of a sudden, all of your ears pop.
He left.
You
Kalani-
seem to be doing better.
I can stand, and it took a lot out of me to summon the strength for that spell, though.
Oh. Scarvo's got a gun to the back of his head.
Careful, Skirvo. That might actually work this time. I know you have every right to hate me, but like it or not, we need each other until this war is over.
Oh, I'm quite bloody aware. But you see, I've had about a month and a half to be able to comprehend all the nonsense I've been able to recollect. And the conclusion I've come to, I've always wondered why I always felt the instinctual need to fire upon you. I always gave the, quite frankly, useful excuse that anything popping on my deck is never a good sign. And while that advice does ring true to an extent, I never always religiously followed it quite like I did with you. So I always been wondering why. Well, now that I have my memories back, I've a theory. Perhaps some small, minuscule part of me remembered what you did, and never bloody forgave you for it. I understand you have your reasons. There's and perhaps someday we will have a very long and proactive conversation on that. But for now, we finally tracked down this bloody thing. Who he pulls the gun back a bit and lowers the hammer. Almost looks what you organics would call adorable positioned like that. Still being held, by the way. like rather than her usual eldritch self, she now looks like someone who's getting scolded. Where does Cornelia find these people?
Vroom looks at Kalani and then at Juno and then back down at himself and then just shrugs. Good question.
You still there, Hannah?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just expected Quilrith to talk.
No, he just kind of looks at Skirvo and he just gives a quick nod, like he understands that Skirvo has every reason to despise him.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna have words about this, but clearly they don't have time now.
Mm-hmm. Clearly, right now, there's kind of a multiversal threat going on that they need each other in order to put a stop to.
Yep. Well, Skirvo's not really in the market for killing gods anyway. He found that usually causes more problems than it fixes. Which, now that I've said that out loud, gave me the immediate intrusive thought of, oh god, how many gods has Skirvo actually killed? Do I want to know?
Well, it was around during the spell plague.
Let me really emphasize, as the guy who created Skirvo and originally wrote him, do I want to know the answer to that?
Anyways, now that Grizwald is in the presence of everyone, what does she say?
All right. Okay. Yes. Well, unsolicited, against like Kalani's notice, it's a separate entity pops up right behind Kalani, as what is it? As the thing that Kalani is now holding is the puppet.
Yeah.
It seems that it is that time. Under the crowd's ravenous gaze, the girl walks onto the stage.
Kalani turns around to see Grizwald is free and just crushes the puppet. Just
rude. something down her velvet dress. Click and clack, she takes 1 and 2 steps. I believe my time is nigh, and the time is right to tell you what has transpired, as it is of great importance to everyone here. With enough things said and enough things done, I shall now tell you of what I have done. Need to work on that writing scheme. She quickly notes. Let's see.
So you do that on purpose.
Perhaps. Now
You only
I'm.
make slightly more sense to me now.
Now, I guess I'm gonna cut the theatrics for you guys because it seems none of you appreciate comedy in this house.
I do. And Julia just raises her hand.
Hush, you. We're finally trying to get her next set.
Quillrith holds a hand over his face. You'll forgive us, Grizwald, if we can't put up with it when we're trying to save the entire multiverse from destruction or conquest or whatever it is my daughter wants to do with it.
Oh, yes, that is important. I will get
I thought
to
you knew
that.
me well enough to know I preferred expedient details on important matters.
Farood will just point at Kalani in like that what she said kind of way.
And of course she's got her arms crossed in a like the way like a mom's got like that start talking kid. What did you do? Like like when you're trying not to admit that you stole a cookie from the cookie jar, but mom knows. He's like, yeah, she's got that look about her.
What is it? But yes, not too long ago, I came into contact with a certain individual. A certain individual has been described by our dear Quillrith here, though at the time I did not know that. The only thing that I need to know is that she needs to get something, and I have methods of getting such things. Not entirely knowing what it is, and I understand that at this point, with how I've contacted with you individuals, I did not, or at least did not have the ability to to unravel all of the events surrounding this person, whether it be some twist of fate by the gods themselves or by extenuating circumstances. Though I did not partake that this individual would be of such high power, though now that I know who they are, it is important to tell you why I keep leaving. Um, are you familiar with who the Zarians are? Talking to everyone else besides Quillwith, because Quillwith would definitely know who they are.
Yeah.
It's not like he's, idiot.
It's not like he's just. It's not like Quillrith is their former king or anything.
Yeah, no. Skirvo just outright says, "I'm bloody well aware who the Zarians are. They built me, for crying out loud."
Right you are, Bender of Time. So, what is it? Well, it seems that this individual was their queen, and it seems that the item I gave to her, which was not revealed until after it had been disguised from my vision, was the Aether Gem, in which she now has possession of it.
Varut will be like, "You didn't recognize the gem that we crafted?"
Yes, I should have been able to detect the soul stone from inside. However, someone or something has hidden its true value, and it wasn't in the same place where we left it, if that's to be precise, or it did not look like the same place.
Of course.
I don't remember us leaving it anywhere. We gave it to Quillrith.
This is Quillrith talking. Of course. It all makes sense. Of course it was you. You. That's the only way anyone. Your special method of transportation is the only way anyone could have gotten into that vault.
But he locked it away like a moron.
What about the staff?
I lack the power to destroy it by myself.
What about disassemble it?
I similarly lack the
Same
power.
problem, I imagine.
It took the entire small council together to destroy the Ithidam the first time. It'll require no less than that to do it again.
Lovely. Without the staff that we had to put it on, is it as not useful, accessible, I guess would be the closest word I'm looking for. This is Barut speaking, obviously.
It would disintegrate a mere mortal if they so much as touched it. The staff focused it. I believe Zedley wields it directly. It is the only way she would possess the power to breach the Zarian, to breach the confinement of the Zarian shield.
Huh.
At any rate, continue, Griswold.
Yes, so. However, after coming into contact with her a bit longer, I understood what her purpose was. That is not something that we should be be too hasty with, as it seems that she has powers far beyond what I had. From my vision, I see that she has already begun a conquest on the far reaches of this place that you refer to as the Astral Sea. And I understand that whatever deal I had with her is not to be fully trusted. I guess it is in the natures of mortals and immortals alike to what is it? To more hold a grudge than it is an agreement, so to say.
It was based on what Larry used to tell me about her. She was a right spiteful little shit.
But she always had good intentions back then. It all went wrong. As they say, the road to Bator is paved with good intentions.
No good deed goes unpunished.
I'm gonna have to bloody talk to. I'm gonna have to bloody talk to Larry about how he feels about this whole thing. You used to have him babysit her.
It's been so long that I barely remembered.
Oh, shoot, logic comes.
We would have remembered if a certain someone hadn't meddled.
I'm sorry. I know that doesn't change anything.
Bloody well does
My
it.
hands were tied. the other over deities would have let her empire run rampant. Which is
And yet some of you wonder why I never liked conversing with any of you lot. I like to be let known Skirvo rarely actually made dealings with the over deities.
yeah.
like he just did not like interacting with them
Mhm.
for a lot of reasons. And now that he has more memories, turns out there's a lot more reasons.
Skirbo has no respect for authority.
Well, it's not even just that. They were bastards when they were mortal.
Yes.
And he never forgot.
Yeah. At least some of them were. Quillrith, I'm just gonna jump out of character for a second.
Yeah.
The plan with Quillrith was to have him have the whole created the LDs as a slave and then realized he created a slave soldier race and be desperately trying to undo that mistake.
Yeah.
And there are other over deities that were good people when they were mortal. Amountator, for example.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Quillrith was always intended in this campaign to be a nuanced character.
Yeah, no, of course. Of course. And that's of course. And I like the fact that I have one character who has I have at least one character who has very damn good reason to hate his guts.
Mm-hmm.
like I have no less than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters in this room. Two two of them are neutral. Uh, uh, two of them like him. One of them just kind of doesn't care, and the last one absolutely despises him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love that I can have 6 characters and they all have different opinions
Mm-hmm.
of the same guy. Yeah. So, but yeah. So, Chris,
What did Zutterly promise you?
Hmm. A couple of things. One, it made um. One was more. I needed a whole bunch of materials for things because things are a bit wonky from where I'm from, and then promise to what? What is the word? To keep away from the area in which my people are from. Of course, what is it? I now don't really trust her on her actions.
Quillrith,
The
Quillrith
materials were
will
mostly.
Quillrith will slowly nod.
Lonnie softens.
Knowing my daughter, she always had a silver tongue. She convinced you that she meant to hold true. She never intended to honor that bargain.
This was something I always did respect about you, Griswold. You and I had this in common, if nothing else. We cared deeply about our people, our respective peoples. You cared
Yes.
you cared about the continuation of the Eldar just as I cared about the continuation of the Gerudo. You would be much like me, you'd be willing to do unspeakable acts to ensure that they would survive, if nothing else.
Yes, and I respect you for your admiration. admiration, your conviction in doing such things.
She'll put her hand on Griswold's shoulder and give it a squeeze. Not a harsh squeeze, but actually a gentle, friendly camaraderie shoulder squeeze that actually feels of affection instead of any form of violence whatsoever. Probably something Griswold wasn't actually expecting from Kalani. She didn't know she could do that.
This is very uncharacteristic.
And I thought you knew everything. I was a
I know
mother
that.
at one point. I can't exactly be a brute all the time. Clearly you don't know everything. For example, did you know I enjoy history?
From what I could sparse, you seem very fond of, of the Sheikah as a whole, or at least as far as you could use their technology.
Their technology was useful. The Sheikah themselves.
I was about to say, like, I don't think fond is the right word. More like despises.
She looks back at the tension clearly going between Quilrith and Skirvo. Not far off from that. It's not far off from that how myself and the Sheikah were relationship-wise. I would be in the captain's position right now.
But that's confirmation then. Zereli wields the ether gem. And I don't know how we can stop her.
You said something about bringing the small council back together.
And of course not a lot of good it would do if with that damned clockmaker not deciding to get all power hungry.
Hypothetically, if we got them together, forget all the issues involved about doing that. Just pretend for a moment we got them all together. Is there a way for you all, as a group, to destroy or deactivate or disable the ether gem remotely?
Together, the nine over deities of the small council could counteract the power of the ether gem for a time. We would need to launch an all-out assault on Zarin to reclaim it before we could destroy it.
The Spartan this time. Lovely.
That still possesses the issue of that we're missing one.
Indeed. And others are impossible to reach.
I can't throw blame onto that one. I've already said she grew power hungry. Something had to be done. And, well, frankly, I don't think any of you knew what you were doing. Or what the consequences would be. How could you know?
The last I heard from Zerli was billions of years ago. There were not even a whisper of the Zarians again. We didn't know where to begin finding the other over-deities. Pandorum is gone. Eo is impossible to reach. Mistral disappeared into limbo eons ago. Dendark is captured and imprisoned in Jazeera.
Out of character for good reason.
Yeah. Primus is Primus is usually one of the easier ones to get to, if he feels a talking mood.
Praeteria, she usually exists as just mana. I have no idea how we could get her to create a physical form.
Out of game, Io is the dragon one, right?
No, Ao is the
No,
Io is
he's
the one. Ao
I-
is different.
he is the
Ao
one
and
that
Io
you
are
typically think of, like, in what is it? I guess
Ao
I was
is
just
the
making
in
Ao
sure
is
I
the
was
god of
thinking of the
Abrahamic
right
creation.
one and I wasn't.
religions.
Ao is the god of creation.
Yes.
Okay. I was just checking to make sure I was thinking
a
of the
god
right
of
one. I
creation.
wasn't.
Yeah,
So,
Io is also known as what's it like? Almater? I don't know how to say it. It's
No, Io is
AM
Io is Asgorath.
Asgore. That's what it was. I was getting it mixed
Io
up. I
slash
knew it was A
Io
something, yeah.
slash Asgorath is the god of dragons, like
Yeah,
all
he's
dragons.
the dragon god of creation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, I can think of only one route forward.
Mechanus?
No. We need to speak to the writer.
Who the bloody hell is the writer?
An ancient being of prophecy. They exist in prime space.
Bloody prime space? That sphere practically abhors magic of all kinds. I barely made it out of there the last time I made the mistake of going. Easier for you lot that don't function purely off of the mana weave or similar magics. Bloody hell, that's going to be difficult to fix.
Ticker will
It was
pipe
a
up.
mana weave this whole time.
Actually, I've been working on something since our last trip to prime space. I managed to build, I guess you could call it an analog propulsion system. It uses no magic to function. We'll be able to fly. Not as fast, but we'll be able to at least move around.
The sails always functioned as is.
Animating magic has always held firm in prime space. The magic animating you or keeping or keeping Clara in her undead state.
It feels bloody off, though.
Quilrith will
Well, if we've no choice, make the heading.
I will travel to Mechanus while you travel to prime space. I will see if I can contact Primus. He can be difficult.
If it wasn't for your current state, I'd send you after the Lady of Pain. Even I don't hate you that much.
Quilrith like looks off to the side. The lady manages her own problems in this war. She has to stay in Sigil. If she were to leave, Zerili could use Sigil to mount her invasion faster.
I'll see if I can send word to keep an eye out in the Underdark then. It doesn't have as many doors as Sigil, but it's connected about the same. Last thing we need is for them to start using Faerun as a mounting position. I have enough problems developing from that sphere.
Ulrith will just nod, and then he'll focus for a moment and disappear.
Yeah. Skirvo pulls out a device and is clearly sending. It's like not unlike a Morse code machine that he's just sending. Yeah. He's just like, all the while muttering to himself. Many clockwork noises. He's just nine black. It's almost all of them sound like they should be lyrics to a sea shanty, a rather dark sea shanty.
We do still
One
have
that sounds like it probably was written by some truly demented individuals.
we do still have time if you want to meet the writer before we end the session off.
I'd be good with doing that. What about you,
Yeah,
Mads?
sure.
You're the one with the schedule.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
All right. We're doing a long one then.
You're gonna so you head off towards the center of the Astral Sea. And we'll sort out downtime afterwards.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We'll work on that later.
When you near the center, you see an enormous crystal sphere. It is the biggest one any of you have ever seen. It barely even looks like a sphere from your perspective, because it's so big.
Yeah. So it's just, well. So I take it this one is extremely important?
Ticker will say, Prime space sits at the rough center of the Astral Sea, at least as far as anyone can tell. Perhaps it actually isn't with the astral void, but at any rate, the universe inside is larger than any other. No one has ever been able to map it, in part because a lot of magic tends to fail inside.
Skirvo did mention many concerns about that. Should we, I don't know, batten down any hatches that might need doing that?
I've been making preparations as we've been traveling.
Right.
Your glamours will likely fail.
It's not my glamours I'm worried about. It's my
ship crash you're worried about?
That? But what if my suit fails? Out of game, I don't know if that's actually a concern or not, but that's definitely where Nilo's brain would go.
Visible confusion. It runs on magic?
I would guess that your suit would fall under the same kind of animating magic that Prime Space itself falls under. That not Prime Space, sorry, that Skirvo would fall under.
Right, but what about Legion? I don't know if they're... Yes, he's technically technology, but based on what what I've seen, it sounds like the magic from it sounds like magic is far more similar to my technology than I'd care to admit.
Legion will likely function normally, but will lack a lot of his more. You and him will lack your more complicated abilities, your Omnitool will cease to function.
That's what I was worried about.
We should be
It's
doing the LLM
we utilize equipment like that to be able. I utilize equipment like that to function, to run many of my functions. I should be able to get away with. I should be able to get away with an analog setup. I just need a minute to set it up. 2 minutes. 5 tops.
Do any of you
And
need...
Varut looks over at Nilo. Should we be concerned by the fact that your estimate keeps getting longer and longer and longer?
I've never had to do this.
Uh-huh.
Normally, if it breaks, you just slap Omnigel on it and it works, but that clearly is not going to work.
Thankfully, from some research I've done, it seems that all of your universes exist as fiction in prime space. So while you will...
Varut then proceeds to face palm.
So while you will most likely draw strange looks, you won't be seen as particularly alien.
Varut he's like, why do I have this nagging suspicion we've been here before? He then looks at Kalani. Remember the alley? You know, where you planted the guy and he makes a gesture of shoving someone's face into a wall.
Ah, so it'll be like that. I remember somebody dressed as the Demon King. And Neil is just, I'm sorry, everyone seems to be brushing past this a bit. They exist as fiction here? Mary will chime in. It's more common than you think.
That's actually a theory as to how a lot of crystal spheres are born. Them existing as fiction in one universe spawns a new crystal sphere where that fiction is reality.
Wait. So
yeah,
do we have free will?
My little brother used to try to aim for top scores in Halo Combat Evolved. He wasn't actually that good, but he tried.
Wait. Do we have free will? Are we real?
Spartan has the whole head tilt, visible confusion, buffering,
yes,
like, what?
The crystal sphere's creation is the only thing determined by their spheres.
Yeah.
The actions of the beings undertaken after the sphere is created are entirely up to them.
The most you get is perhaps some prophetic visions, almost like tarot cards or something of the like. A good example would actually be Nilo's universe. You see, there was a game series called Mass Effect, and they had multiple different endings depending on your play style. If you wanted to be a good person, goody two shoes, you could save the universe, unite all the races, and beat the Reapers. Or if you wanted to be an absolute dick, then life sucks and everyone dies.
Huh.
Although I will say that every ending I saw, even that DLC green ending, was not anything like what I saw when we went to your guys' sphere. Shepard being alive was a tell, for one.
They're not always accurate, these works of fiction.
Is that Nilo's clearly full on Nilo.exe has crashed, please help. And then before she finally goes, wait, is that why you were so on point when we were in Termina? Yeah. Nilo is now suddenly absolutely terrified of nerds.
Mary's sphere was actually a very close branch off of Prime Space.
Yeah. Yeah. And trust me, if you looked at the politics, you'll understand why I never tried to move into one of the others.
Out of character, quick question. So, do the new spheres form as like yeast budding off of the prime space sphere, or do they
Yes,
just
that is how they form.
fantastic? The counts there is an active sphere in the process while we're approaching that is budding off.
Yep.
As we're coming in, and yes, that is the Council of Worms sphere.
There's a new sphere there, for example. Looks like one that has a lot of magic in it.
For a brief moment, Nilo thought she saw a deep purple dragonborn lying his ass off to some sort of higher up.
Does anyone else require preparations before we enter the sphere?
I assume
Who all
I
will be
can't
deploying
bring
on this
my
particular
survival
excursion?
along.
While your creations will likely still remain functional, they will likely startle people.
Oh,
I was going to suggest Legion remain for this. We believe our appearance will be startling to the locals if we were to go on this particular away mission. We have elected to remain behind.
There shouldn't be too much fighting to do here, and anything you do run into, Ticker jerks his head at Bradley. He'll be able to handle.
He cracks his knuckles and
Canton
twists his head back and forth, pop his neck.
If they're anything like where I don't know what particular realm we were in was, but if it's anything like that, then yes, there should be no issues. If I remember all the details correctly, this was the one where there were people cheering at a crowd, and I remember winning a contest.
Yes, that's the one. And then some hooligan tried to mug us in an alley, and you proceeded to shove his face into the brick wall. 8 feet up.
I don't like people who steal from who they think are weak. Wanted to point out that's like the only reason Kalani didn't go on a murder spree on this pirate ship. She hates thieves, but she really hates. She doesn't mind thieves as much if they're stealing from the rich and giving to those in need, but she doesn't like it when they are like hurting innocent people who can't afford it.
Yeah.
That's the kind of thing she can't abide by and will get needlessly violent over. We've already seen it happen. Twice. Once in a tavern and once in the infamous alleyway. Yes. But you did not answer my question. Who should go on this away mission?
I believe these four would be best. He gestures to the main party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neil, Kalani will give a nod. Nilo is still Nilo, having stopped being in her stupor about the frankly terrifying thing to hear about from Ticker and Mary earlier, started doubling down on her frantic efforts to make sure she can run any strictly necessary suit functions if needed, because her Omni tool will not be usable.
Let's see here. My shield's already offline, so that doesn't matter. Hard light shield, that wouldn't work, probably.
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
So it's, he just like boots it up and basically puts it into, like shutdown instead of like on standby to make sure it doesn't like get knocked out or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, you Ticker flies the ship in towards the sphere, and when you pass through, you come out in low orbit above, an Earth.
Yeah.
Spartan be like, well, at least we'll know
Is
where
this
everything
what
is.
is this what it's normally supposed to look like?
This is what it looked like in the time of prime space, yes, but I expect that
I
the
would
Earth
say
of
it's
your
No,
sphere
missing
looks
sorry.
very
Last
different.
time I saw. No, I'm sorry. I mean, the last time I was in this position, there were enough Reaper ships to turn the sky black.
Well, when I usually come here, there's nearly 1,000 ODPs, plus the shipyards, plus
Nilo
looking at
actually.
those cities are so small.
All of a sudden,
Nilo
one
actually.
guy gets swept off the deck by getting hit by a satellite.
Yeah. God, yeah.
Yes.
Oh God,
Whoops.
Sputnik took him out.
Actually, yeah, it was Sputnik. Let's say it was Sputnik.
Whoops.
Whoops.
God
The
damn it,
AI
the
Russians
Romulans
are
already got him. The
I guess
red
we
men, guys, it's the red menace. Nah.
I should take the ship off.
Yes. The Kessler
Just
syndrome of the earlier centuries.
by the way, I
between
think we can all
orbit-
agree the
Fun
the
times.
crewman that got taken out by Sputnik absolutely Wilhelm screamed, right?
Yep.
But yeah, no, the Nilo actually like looks back with an almost flashback look, looking towards a section in empty space past the moon.
Hmm.
I feel like Emiria might be the only one who might understand what she might be thinking.
Yes. Reapers.
She'll she'll turn away from it.
Good old orbital debris. Must be one of the earlier centuries before we cleaned up the atmosphere. Or not atmosphere, cleaned up the orbital debris, but after the start of space exploration. Sometime between the 1950s and the 2100s. Lovely.
This atmosphere looks disgusting.
It's
Only
very
in
bright.
certain areas.
Mary just pulls out a smartphone. Yeah, there does look like there's going to be a smog alert in this area. Maybe.
It looks like
I don't know. It doesn't really work up here.
it looks like the writer Quilrith gave us this compass, and he holds out a device, and it looks like
Yeah.
the writer is inland. I can't fly the ship there; it would draw way too much attention.
The middle of the United States? Yeah, no.
I'll have to land us. I'll have to land us along the coast, and we'll have to find transportation inland.
That's
I
gonna
look
be
at the others and I just be like, why couldn't the rest of you be able to skydive? Then we could just do a halo jump in.
that would draw more attention, trust me.
Not if you do it at night.
I don't think you realize just how many conspiracy theorists there would be looking for exactly that kind of thing to prove that UFOs exist.
Especially in the middle of the country.
Or that, and she like snaps her fingers, or that the Earth is flat. Like, God, that was one that was starting to pop up when my world died, and then I went to another one that was like 2 years later, and it was fucking everywhere.
You the Spartan let out audible sigh.
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
yeah,
I forgot about those. You do realize they held those flat planet beliefs all the way up until like the ODSTs founded in the late 2100s, right? But even
And yet
then,
people
space colonies, they still held on to that belief. Unbelievable.
And yet people still ask me why I never thought about settling down in another Earth sphere. Trust me, as insane as things are out here, it's weirdly not as crazy and backwards as it is here. She just gestures at the world.
Yeah, Ticker will land the ship in the water, like off the coast, and probably give it over
Which
to
coast? I'm
Skirbo,
curious.
off of the west coast.
Yeah, that would be much closer to Colorado.
Yeah, so he's just like, Skirbo's just Skirbo's doing all the classic navigations. He's just clearly doing things a lot more analog in a way that he definitely feels more at home with, but there's still something a little off.
Uh-huh.
Because, as he said, this sphere just feels wrong.
Yeah.
He
After
is.
some
he is
after some very strange interactions with the dock workers, they seem to like basically give up trying to figure out what's going on.
Tell them we're here as part of a traveling museum.
And they like payment gets sorted out. Those of you, in fact, all four of you, would probably be weirded out to see the people exchanging paper money.
Yeah.
I just be like, oh, this is so, like for this Spartan, this would be the equivalent of any of us walking into Walmart tomorrow and seeing people exchanging like old 1500 Spanish coins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Take her
Like,
rummages.
yes, it's real money and you recognize it, but you'd be like, why? Why isn't that at the pawn shop or the museum?
Take her rummages through
But what makes the paper valuable?
Take her rummages through a box. And eventually comes out with four like little, they look sort of like credit cards. And he hands one to each of you.
Ah, yes. The most primitive version of these.
They're not credit cards. I want to be clear about that. They are not. He tells you, well, these should help you get where you need to go.
I assume it's like an ID.
You look down at them. They're bus passes.
God, either way, his statement stands up. Yeah, his statement still stands up. Like,
it's literally the bus ride from Not at the Museum.
Oh, hey, by the way, big guy, you might want to leave a lot of your armor behind. You are definitely going to surpass weight limits with that.
No, I never would have guessed. You do realize that even when this was brand new in my sphere, they had to make special reinforced seats and everything for all of this, right?
Take it off, big guy.
Give me
For us.
some time.
Yeah, no, she's just like she's like, I know, I played Halo 3.
But yeah,
It'd be more like, has she read Fall of Reach?
Probably not, honestly.
but yeah, you all disembark, and you head into the city towards where Taker said your bus stop was.
Yeah.
You get
We're
some
taking
you
bus,
get
not just renting a pickup truck.
yeah, you
Nilo is doing what she
particularly
can to not obviously look like an alien.
Mhm. Particularly Nilo gets some strange looks, but no one really seems
My legs
to.
are wrong.
Your legs are wrong and your fingers are off.
Yeah. Like my hands, I could hide by like just cupping them together or something,
Yeah.
or putting them in pockets.
It's not too far fetched. I actually did know someone in middle school who was missing 2 fingers, and it wasn't because they were amputated. It was just a birth defect. So
Oh yeah,
being
no. I
being
knew a guy with a
3
similar
fingered
birth defect.
isn't the most absurd thing,
Also,
especially when you're talking about a
also,
group that also has someone that's 7'1".
Yeah.
also
It's the legs
humans.
that are freaking weird.
Yeah.
though.
Also, humans can like kind of imitate digitigrade. It's very uncomfortable, but they can do it.
Most of the
Yeah,
people
no.
that do it are usually because they've spent the past like 20-some years doing like ballet dancing, and so they're just
Mhm.
used to walking on their toes.
Yeah.
But yeah, at one
But that's
point,
not
They're
quite.
horribly off balance because we're a plantigrade species.
yeah,
But it is doable.
yeah.
Yeah.
At one point, some like a very nerdy looking guy comes up, and he just like looks at Nilo. That's a great costume. How long did it take you to build it?
10 years.
Wow. And you even
Which
got
I
the
want to
and you
point
even
out
got
might actually be how long she's had this
yeah,
particular suit.
and you even got the accent down.
Looking rude, but alright. I don't have an accent, do I?
I don't think you do. It's your. I'm. I'm. I'm sorry. I don't mean to ignore you. I'm just.
No, sorry. I shouldn't be bothering you. I just wanted to. I just wanted to tell you you had a good costume. I'll let you get on with your
Thank you.
day now.
Thank you.
Out of character, I just realized something.
Have a good day.
Out of armor as a regular civilian, I probably look like, hey, well, I mean, obviously the absolute tree of a person, but
I've seen some
I probably
lanky
look like
ass.
I probably look like the old man of this group, considering unlike everyone else, I've spent 20 years in a war.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
no.
also you
But it's
pretty
still.
much just look like a bodybuilder to most people.
Also,
Like
like
an
the
old
I mean, a
body.
freaking tall one,
late
but
40s, early 50s kind
I
of
want to. I want to point
ex-marine
out
build.
he probably did get stopped a couple of times. People asking if he played basketball.
Yeah, probably. Eventually,
Like,
you find your way to a bus stop. It's like a it's like a bench with a little awning over it.
Mhm.
You see some
yeah.
buildings up along the street next to you, and you hear some voices talking from between a
Yeah.
couple of the buildings.
Oh God, we were here.
Here we
Oh
go
boy.
again.
Oh boy.
Round 2.
On the road again.
Got to see what the. Kind of want to sleuth and see what that's about.
You're allowed to.
Because what does the thing say that the bus is when our bus is?
The next bus it says is going to be in like an hour.
How
Yeah.
far is it?
Checking with a
It's just
watch
like
that
it's
she
just like right. It's just
that
like
someone
like
gave him.
like half a block away.
Okay.
So might as well go see what's going on. Do a bit of sleuthing.
You see a couple of men in uniforms standing in an alleyway. There's a couple of there's and they're looking at some broken bricks high up on the wall, and one of them is like, I don't know, how would a bear do that? And wouldn't someone else have noticed a
I
bear?
don't know, but I'm telling you.
Wait, did we drop in like an hour after?
Time works weird.
We're like the next day. I'm assuming there's chalk outlines and everything.
No.
I mean, technically, it could be like months from now. It's actually just like, what is it? And they're just
Time
commenting.
works
Someone
weird.
noticed that
No,
there's damage.
it is
The building
recently.
is like, hey.
It is recently. Time just works weird.
Yeah. But I want to make a comment as the other cop, if you don't mind.
Okay.
It's just, and that's not even the weirdest part. You know, Paul, that knucklehead, he brought a Geiger counter to this weird scene, like wanting to joke, like, oh, UFOs. Damn thing started going off.
What?
Yeah, trail led right all the way to the pawn shop.
Huh.
I mean, I think there was, some of the trail also led to the nearby convention center, and nobody saw anything unusual. Just some really good costumes.
You know, it was a big convention.
I mean, did you hear what the
police officers seemed to notice the party?
Yeah.
I wonder what gave us away.
Yeah, no, right?
Was it the dancer with missing 4 fingers?
Yeah, one of them.
7'1" Marine.
One of them holds up. One of them holds up a hand.
The red shirt.
I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. This is a restricted crime scene.
Right. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Carry on.
We'll start heading back to the bus stop while they're leaving. And you know what? That's not even the weirdest thing. The guy, they said like some crazy guy came to the station swearing up and down that there was like that it wasn't a bear, it was some guy in armor or something. I mean, there was a homeless guy that also said something about a weird glowy disc. I swear, this case just gets weirder and weirder every day I try to look at it.
I don't know what to tell you.
Coffee?
Yeah.
I don't think it'll take long for our party to put together that was definitely Kalani's work.
Yeah, it wouldn't take any time at all for you to figure that out.
Yeah. Once we're out of earshot, Spartan will just whistle.
Yeah.
What kid when he said that she slammed the guy's face high up on the wall.
Yeah. I mean, clearly it wasn't recent enough for there to still be blood stains on it. But yikes.
I've seen holes like that a couple times before. All of them were from upset Spartans punching bulkheads.
From the sounds of it, she did that with a man's skull.
Yeah. I've seen that once or twice happen before. Leaves quite the mess, though.
And she's just looking back to those cops who are now clearly leaving to go get coffee. I'd never thought about it, but from this angle, this would look pretty freaking weird. How are they supposed to know that it was some radioactive lady walking around, and I don't think Kalani is the radioactive one. No, but that would explain the radiation that Juno was with them. And apparently because like clearly they had enough evidence to show that it was a bear attack.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if I remember correctly, one of them definitely got mauled by Carl,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
I
the
think
other
so. That
one
was like
got
one of the few
crunched,
times he was helpful.
and then the other one got kalani'd.
Yep.
So she's like, how are they supposed to know that that someone brought a bear in the middle of their city, and that there was an 8-foot tall, just absolute monster of a woman that was more than capable of just ending a man with her bare hands? How are they supposed to know any of that was supposed to happen?
Just get
If
a shrug.
this will, they are never going to solve that case. I feel so sorry for them.
It happens more often than you think. Going unsolved, getting tossed in the cold case bucket.
I guess I've never really thought about it. Crime just wasn't a big part of my life on the flotilla.
Well, I
We
mean, you were all confined to the space of a ship.
we
Granted, you have a lot of those, but even still.
we were a very tight-knit community. Our I don't think I was even alive the last time there was someone who actually did something that warranted being exiled, let alone someone doing anything like a petty crime. If we don't need something, we just give it to whoever else needs it.
But yeah, you wait for a while, and eventually a bus arrives.
Yeah.
You all end up. The bus is pretty full, so you all end up having to sit near the back.
Yeah.
That's actually where I would have gone on default as part.
Yeah. Yeah. Try to give try to give Stud Muffin a spot where he has more leg room because I mean, look at him.
The bus ride is very long and very boring.
Yeah.
You just
It's
sit.
we're
You see a lot of desert terrain outside the windows. The air conditioner barely
yeah.
works.
We landed what
Oh,
near
fun.
LA?
Oh, that's fun. My because my suit functions, I bet mine doesn't work either.
Are we traveling out of the city?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yep. Where did we land? Near LA?
yeah.
yeah, because
Uh,
that's where the
Yeah,
crime
that's where
scene
the
was. That
infamous
was in
alleyway
it,
LA.
was.
Yeah, that's where Anime Expo was.
hmm
So
Yeah. Frickin'.
if we just roughly approximated LA to Denver, that's 1,000
It's okay.
miles.
We didn't know that, but it's okay. We didn't know, but we walked past Maddie, who gave some approving looks to the Witcher.
Actually, yeah. Let's say that at one point you pass by a woman who gives approving looks to Vagar.
Yeah.
yeah,
Great
he just
moment.
sees a young woman just dressed in armor, barely trying to walk in the armor. Just look at him, nod. He nods back and continue walking.
Yeah.
Yep. Fun fact: the bus ride, if just using Denver as a rough approximation, it's 1,016 miles and 22 hours.
Yeah, you have to change buses a couple of times throughout it, but it's
Yeah.
really boring.
Going
Oh yeah.
through
No,
Vegas
especially because
and
yeah.
At one
and
at one point
and
during the night, at one point during the ride, you see a couple of kids sitting backwards in their seats, just staring at you.
Take a picture, it'll last long.
Not that you'd know what a picture is.
Yeah,
I know,
exactly.
I know.
You
I was
can't
just quoting
say
it.
that.
I know.
I was just quoting.
Yeah, Nilo's just like it's. I like to imagine that based on where we're sitting, Nilo's just kind of crushed into the window seat while the
Hey, you can
Spartan
sit
is
on Vagar's
sitting
lap.
while the Spartan is just sitting in his seat like
Dude's
like
probably
taking
manspreading.
enough. Yeah, well not even the fact that he would be manspreading.
On
It's
the
more the
aisle
fact that
seat,
he's
sort of
just
like
so
at that
big.
weird, awkward 45-degree angle because I'm so tall. My knees are both
Yeah.
into the aisle, so I'm practically
Yeah, no,
sitting
exactly.
sideways.
And it's
Wait,
just
is he
the width
tall
of
enough
the
that
rectangle.
his head like hits the ceiling, so he has to like?
He's
what is
probably
it?
This is up
tall
the
enough that
entire
when you
length of
hit
the bus.
that when he's probably tall enough that when you hit bumps, his head hits the ceiling.
Yeah. No, and
Well, I mean, he's
meanwhile,
down, and he's only a foot taller than I am. If we equally distribute that between torso and leg length, then there would be head clearance when seated, but only when seated.
But like, still, even we're in the back. We get
Mhm.
maximum bump, dude.
yeah.
Yep.
You have airtime.
I'm also
Yeah,
the
no,
heaviest of the four of us, and that's without the armor.
easily. Yeah, no, easily. And I'm imagining that because of that position, Nilo was placed next to you because she would be the one least squished by you against that.
Yep.
So she's like she's just sitting there trying not to make this awkward.
But yeah, eventually, you finally get off the bus. You're standing. You're standing on a street in what looks like a pretty suburban town. Um, the bus driver identified it as Fort Collins, Colorado.
Once I
Well, we have to
Colorado,
thank the
I'm a
bus driver.
giraffe.
Looking around, I just quietly mutter once we the group are by ourselves, and like, these towns so small.
You see businesses, restaurants. You see some cars driving by.
At one point, a raccoon retreat into a sewer.
Mhm.
Because
Also, when I
swear to
got
God,
off the bus, I
around
probably
here,
sounded like a bowl of Rice Krispies with all my joints popping and cracking.
Oh yeah, you are
at
all
this point,
very
like, I don't know about
sore.
anyone else, but every time, yeah, I am going to develop blood clots.
At least you
Like,
fit.
I will say it is like late afternoon
my
right
right
now.
arm pops in 4 places, barely.
It is late afternoon and it is a more bearable temperature. It's still warm, but it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like
It
it feels
wasn't. It
It wasn't
wasn't
like it
that
was
damn.
in Vegas.
It wasn't that damn stupid flashy town we went to.
mhm.
There was.
I think I was
There
just
were
gonna
so
twist,
many
and he's
hookers
just gonna
there.
sound like a
And
glow
I-
stick cracking.
Yeah. No.
Do we have any idea where in this tiny little
Pull
pipsqueak of a
out this.
town?
I'm
He
assuming
says that
Tucker gave
because
Nilo the
while
thing.
Fort Collins is a pretty big town, at the beginning of the
Comparatively
War,
for you,
Chicago
yeah, it's
took up
small.
the entire state of Illinois, half of Wisconsin, and half of Indiana, and that's like a normal-sized city where at the
Yeah.
time of Halo,
Yeah.
like a giant mega metropolis. So he's like, "This is a quaint little town with a well."
Meanwhile, everyone around you thinks you're from New York.
You're not far. You're not far off. You're not far off, by the way, Brad. There literally is a wishing well by the library.
Oh.
I
that's
threw
fun.
I threw a coin into it.
Oh. I mean, just like
Wait,
quoting a phrase.
I really hope you didn't wish for like four people from your campaign to show up because I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want any of this to be real.
Neither do I.
Because if it will, because yeah, well, for one thing, you and I both know. I don't know if it's ever been said on record, but you and I both know that that I helped write some of this campaign and wrote for the purpose of torturing my character.
Mhm.
So, and let me tell you, I would really rather not have an angry Quarian coming after me.
Mhm.
She will be out for blood, I'm telling you. Uh,
Um. Anyways, the compass is pointing you to the to. You know what? I don't know if this is actually how bus stops work, but I'm just gonna hand wave it because it makes it easier. Um.
and it doesn't dox you.
Yeah. The compass is pointing you towards a few a set of a few like 3-story buildings off to like they're like a couple blocks
Yeah.
away. You can see them.
Yeah. Over there. Make our way over there. Doopy doo doo doo. Get Stippy stepping. Get our steps in.
Steps into the day.
We gotta
God,
hoof it.
it feels
Gotta
it
activate
feels
those
good to
muscles.
walk, despite the fact that my feet are pins and needles.
Yeah. You walk around a building, um, and you see that the compass is pointing directly at a woman with red hair who appears to be waving goodbye to another person who is leaving in a vehicle.
Yeah.
You don't get enough of a look at the person leaving to.
Yeah, no, that doesn't matter. But I'm just gonna wave everyone to go back behind the wall. Um. Okay, how do we do this? I think that was them right there. Just what? Go up?
I look at a Miriam. Well,
What do you want me to do?
you're the best with words among us.
Oh, well,
Then
thank
again,
You are
some of us
you.
are of few words. Proceeds to look at Vagar.
You are significantly less terrifying when you're not walking around with your little friends.
Hmm.
But at the same time, you also give the look like you're about to sell my pancreas.
Okay, so
You know what? How
how
about we
long?
all just approach and try not to look
No, no, no.
suspicious, even though this
We're
is
not
not a time
trying to
whatsoever.
mug this person.
You know, right?
We need to softly do this. If we go too hard, she'll be too scared.
I give you a deadpan, single raised eyebrow look as I look back down at myself and then back up at you,
I don't
and then just cross my arms, keeping
double
the
check the
deadpan
compass.
raised eyebrow the whole time.
Double check the compass.
It's moved a little, but you you look and she's just walking upstairs towards the door.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, we gotta go
Um.
fast. All right.
All right.
I'll figure it out when I get there.
This might be. All right. Wait. This might work.
Oh, yeah.
If this is their home, then we can knock and it'll be it's more polite that way as opposed to rushing them in the street. Just a just knock uh, and kindly ask questions. Yes, does that sound good to everyone?
It's
Look, do
also
you answer the
more
door?
private,
Strangers are
out of
there?
view. So it is what we will do.
Well, I don't know. Do you have a better idea on to not on to talk to this person? I mean, they either know we're coming or they're going to be absolutely terrified.
You have a point there. Good thinking. But one
So,
thing get annoyed is as soon as as soon as she gets back to her apartment, that she has to then again have to get up to come to the door. Isn't that more rude if they know that we're coming?
That
You
assumes that
you
there's
hear the sound of a
down.
door shutting.
That
Okay, I
assumes that
guess we
there's
gotta be a little bit
down
rude.
somewhere by the time we get up there. Now, go on. Use those short little legs of yours and move left, left, left,
I'll-
left.
I'll hang back a little bit because I'm a little more. But if you need someone to be a bit more obvious about what's going on, I'll be right over here. It's
All right.
that door.
Vagar, you're a lot smaller than I am. Why don't you,
Hmm.
and more normal looking, why don't you go with
Yeah.
our
Yeah, sure. Why not?
animated friend and get what we need?
It's
Yeah.
that door right there.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
I love how I'm like, let's try not to act suspicious. We could not more be acting
By
suspicious.
the way, outside the door, hanging on the wall, there is a sign that says, "Crap! I need to read what it says now because I don't remember exactly what it is." It's funny, okay?
I know it's on your own damn
Run
door.
outside.
There's a sign that says, "Notice. Thank you for noticing this notice. Your noting it has been noted. The authorities have been notified."
Wait, can we read that?
Yes,
Do any of us?
it is written
yeah.
in plain English.
Which we've discussed is common.
Hmm.
Ah, okay.
It's not
All
like
right.
it's not like Hyrule where everyone speaks common but they write in Hylian.
Hmm.
Or Star Wars,
Yeah.
but they speak basic, but they
Anyways,
write in Arabesh instead of High Galactic.
Yep.
Yes. All right. Well,
Thumbs up.
I assume we're at the correct door. Okay. Let's. Emiria gingerly knocks on the door.
you hear some shuffling behind the door, and then
Yeah.
a pause,
This
and then the door opens, and you see the woman looking at you quizzically. She also appears to be holding something behind her back, but you can't see what it is. Um, can
It's a
I
knife.
can
It
I
is
help you?
Hmm. This is going to be a bit difficult to explain. I'm going to put it the simplest way as I possibly can. Me and my compatriots require your assistance for something. You specifically.
out of game,
And
I just realized we sent the most terrifying member of the party to talk to an absolute nervous wreck of a person.
You think sending a 7-foot tall superhuman would improve that? How?
like in universe, in universe, the actions I did made sense, but out of universe, I've now gone, oh, that was the wrong move.
I mean, Mila, let's look about it. Let's think about it. Would sending the 7-foot tall superhuman help the situation? Probably not.
I was not
Would
speaking as
sending
Nilo.
a
I
very
was speaking
obvious
as
non-human help the situation? Probably not.
I was not speaking as Nilo. I was speaking as actual me.
Yeah.
I know you were.
Anyways, what is it?
but
Point
yes,
for me.
Emiria will make a slight gesture to what is it? To Nilo, who's probably hiding behind like the corridor. I assume there is a corridor.
She would have to be hiding like down the stairs.
A little
I'm
all
just
right.
like leaning against the wall.
Yeah.
In that way that I do.
Hmm. Okay, so you're figments of my imagination. I guess you may. I guess you may as
First,
well.
figment of your
I guess
friend's
you may as.
imagination.
I guess you may as well come in then. It ain't gonna hurt anything.
All right then.
Worst, the figments of your
Emiria,
friend's imagination.
What?
She sets down the thing that she was as you all walk in and close the door. She sets down the thing she was carrying. You see that it is a black cylinder connected to a lanyard.
Pepper spray.
Ah. Either you were gonna pepper spray her ass, or you was gonna go full Billy stick. Or
It's
whatever the.
it's a can of pepper spray.
It's
Okay.
it's too small to be.
God, that would have been funny.
It's a can of pepper spray, and the lanyard has a design that I don't think any of you would recognize.
Yeah, but what does Emiria do to let us know?
Well, obviously it's like, well, because she knows that Nilo saw is like just kind of like waves her to come with
All right.
her.
All right, I gesture like let's go to Brad.
I push off the wall and follow you up the stairs.
Yeah, you enter
Taking them
into
like 3 at a time.
you enter into a messy apartment.
Yep.
And almost as soon as you enter, you see an orange cat walk up to you and start meowing at you, and rubbing its face against your leg.
Pet
Hey,
the
Big,
cat.
you need a voice
What do I
actor.
gotta
Really?
roll to pet the cat?
You don't have to
Whose
roll
leg?
anything to pet the cat. You could do anything to that cat and it would purr.
Yeah, Loki is very friendly.
But I don't think my microphone's going to pick it up.
I've only seen one other cat that was as friendly as Loki, if not more, and that was my sister's orange cat, Shere Khan. That cat will do anything to get you to give him belly rubs, and you can belly rub him, or you could when he was still alive.
The woman looks at the cat and looks at Emiria petting the cat. Wait, you're real? You're not figments of my imagination.
I'm gonna
In some ways yes, in other ways no.
I'm gonna round the corner to the door.
You would have to.
Was it closed?
You would be inside by now.
Okay.
Yes. It's like I thought we were all inside at this point.
This is
So. Joey is not gonna believe this.
Who?
Oh, my friend. He and I have been playing a game together. You're characters in that game.
Oh.
He,
I don't.
she points to each of you. You're Nilo, you're Miria, you're Bradley, and you're Vagar.
Right. So I'm hoping we're not absolutely terrifying the heck out of you.
Confusing the heck out of me, yeah, but I don't know if terrifying is the right word. Why are you here? How are you here?
Okay. It's complicated. The way how we're here is that we took a bus here. The bus was not big enough for one of our individuals. That's not important. We came here from as
Am I
the
seriously
locals
going to be
call.
the one to tell this concisely?
I think so.
We were
Well,
told to
no.
look for someone called the writer, and this is pointing at you.
Yes. Well, she asked how we got here, and I told her it was like we got here by bus.
Well, there was a
I
plan
don't
for there was a plan for the characters in that story to have to meet the writer. And if it's pointing you at me, I guess it must be me. So why are you here? To talk to me?
We were
If you're
told
the one
that
who was
you could
writing the
give us.
story, you tell us.
We were told that you can help us to somehow to somehow defeat Quillrith's daughter from annihilating the ever-present multiverse and everything that's beyond that. I
And
don't know if it'll affect this one.
tell me where you're at. You figured out why the
Yes,
LDs
got
are disappearing
Griswold.
yet?
No.
No, but that seems very important, and I'm frankly
I
growing more
have
and more
How many are
terrified of.
missing right now?
I have a hypothesis, but that's the best I can do.
Okay, so not there. You figured out.
We
We just picked up Griswold.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Especially
Of
now.
course that's why you'd be here. Sorry, I was confused. Just a sec. She walks into another room and returns with a notebook. I
get
know
a
I don't
text from
actually.
someone asking
I
for
know
lore,
I
asking for a lore conversation.
I know I don't actually have a notebook about this in real life, but
No, I know, but
she starts thumbing through the notebook. Let's see. Griswold, Quillrith talked about how Skirbo has every right to hate him. Got told to go meet the writer, rode the bus. Here we are. Mechanus. You're going to Mechanus. She like snaps the notebook closed one-handed.
wasn't Skirvo already mentioning that we should go there?
Yeah, so that means this entire trip was a bust.
Well, I think that was nifty enough to see what is it to see the strange weaver of fate that has us going in this direction.
If I were a
I don't.
strange weaver, if I were a weaver of fate, this world would be a lot different.
Well, you got a point there.
Yeah.
Okay, weaver of our
What do
fate.
you think the
There we
writer
go.
is like? What do you think the writer is like a temporary position or something like that? Or do you just happen to know things?
I don't know.
Or happen out of game? I can't remember if you're the kind of person to leave your phone sitting face up on a counter.
I am.
Huh?
I am. It's
Okay.
like I'm like standing in my living room. It's sitting right next to me on the table.
Yeah. Lights up and Elo doesn't mean to peep, but she sees it. What does Joey mean when he says he has ideas for Chaos Reigns?
She 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 starts to she starts to chuckle. It's another story we're writing.
Do I want to know?
Apparently, if my stories come to life, no, you don't.
Another message. Nilo's gonna hate it. It'll be great.
Let's see. Other advice I can give you, I guess. I can give you some advice. Let's see here. Let's see. I don't want to spoil anything. I also don't even know how much of this is going to hold true. Hmm. I can't think of anything. How about she reaches in she like walks back into another room again and returns with a blue drawstring bag. And she fishes out 4 small objects from it and hands one to each of you. Presumably, if I have some prophetic powers or whatever, these'll do something. You look down into your hands. They're D20s that match your character's color schemes.
They're what?
They're D20s that match your character's color
Uh,
schemes.
Yeah.
So each of you gets a
The
writer's D20. I have no
20-sided
idea what
die.
that's going to do yet, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is foreboding.
Yeah. She's just like. So we've gotten yeah. We've got a shiny math rock. We got a writer shiny math rock.
Yes. Huh.
she picks up her phone
Like,
and looks at it. There seems to be another text from that she's reading. Wow, yeah, you really don't want to know about this, Nilo.
I just let out a sign, be like, if that is all, we'll be going.
if
Before Shorty
okay.
here has an
You think it's
aneurysm.
Please tell me that your friend is not also a writer of some form.
Maddie, have you DM'd yet in any campaign?
I don't think you
Nope.
want me to answer that question.
Okay, so Maddie's literally the only one in our group of 5 that isn't a writer.
At this point.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's just yeah. I still need to, I mean, jury's still out on that. I still need to like run my experimental campaigns for the purposes of seeing if I'm even got the gusto to be able to do a long running
Got the
game.
chops.
Yeah, I got the chops for it. See if I got the chops. Got the old panaz. But yeah, no, I still got to do that. But yeah, if failing that, I definitely will give every single one of my notes to Hannah.
But yeah, you manage to leave and take the bus back to the Duchess. And that is where we are going to end off this session,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. God, these poor characters are gonna need to make sure they don't get blood clots.
All right, bye.